This afternoon we got a doubleheader between Mount View and Sacopee Valley. Season opening doubleheader for both teams. Not a common opponent. They don't usually play each other, but they're getting a chance to play a regular season doubleheader today. Both have high expectations. One's in Class C North, one's in Class C South. My name is Mark Callen. I've got Rick Martin here joining me today. Cassie Shea is doing the camera work for us. Rick, beautiful day for some baseball, isn't it?
Mark, it sure is, and I wanted to say that I'm honored to be invited here to do this with you, the famous Mark Callen of Eastern Maine Sports. And it's back home, isn't it, Mark?
It is. An Eastern Maine school came to town, so I got a chance to do a couple of games, and we many memories here, huh, Rick?
That sure is, Mark. I'm not sure if we've ever seen a baseball game together. Have we ever been to a...
we've seen a few together. I don't know if we've seen many Sacopee games together.
That's true. That's true.
But
you were just heckling me from the stands during the Sacopee games.
That's true.
But I think I counted, would you say, Mark, maybe close to 100 Red Sox games we've been to together?
Yes.
Had some great times.
At least,
with your mom and chasing people around the roads for autographs down there at Fenway.
Yes, a lot of good memories. It was a lot of games down there in Boston, and a lot of fun times. And we get to broadcast a couple together here today, Rick. And as we said, both teams have high expectations. They're both we got a kind of a brief preview from both coaches, and kind of both have similar expectations and similar teams. They're both hoping their hitting can get going. They both have strong pitching staffs, and both have the aces going to game one, huh?
That's exciting. It's opening day. It's very exciting, and it's a very nice day here at Sacopee today. I think I told you, Mark, in my contract I wouldn't do a game if it was less than 50 degrees, but I think we're over that, so here I am.
I think so. I think maybe if it was yesterday, we might not have been doing it.
Yep.
But here we are today. You're watching the Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union pregame show, and again, the coaches are meeting there with the umpires, going over the ground rules. Something that obviously Coach Hurd and Mount View won't know because I guess I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure they've never played a game here. And Mount View has a different schedule this year. Last year was their first year down in Class C, as they were in Class B before that, and they had a tough time getting opponents. They do have MCI local team for them, and Marana, Cook, and Belfast. But other than that, they got this doubleheader with Sacopee Valley. They got one with Trape. They got one with St. Dom's. I think Old Orchard too, right?
Wainfleet's on the schedule.
Wainfleet, yeah. And so that a lot of miles for them. And this, again, is first doubleheader, first games of the year, so it's not like it's must-win games for either team. But these are going to be big games because both these teams are going to win a lot of games, and so a lot of heel points are going to be on the line. Something talking to Coach Stacy that they didn't have the opportunity to get last year, and that kind of hurt them come playoff time. Made them have an extra road game where maybe you can get up there in the standings. They have this doubleheader today. On Saturday they go to Richmond, which is a powerhouse Class D school. So they've got a good opportunity here this first week in important games.
It'll be a great measurement, you're right, Mark, for both these teams starting out, because they're definitely both looking like top 8 or maybe even top 4 playoff seeds going in their different divisions. So for sure. Now you mentioned, Mark, the aces starting. I'm questioning here in April on a relatively cool day how many innings we might see out of these guys. And for even their number 2 and 3 guys today, I bet we see a lot of arms, Mark, is kind of what my thought is with the doubleheader. Yeah,
I'm just talking to Coach Hurd a little bit before the game. Obviously he's hoping, Noah can go deep in the game, but he's already planning on using 2 in game 2. So definitely, I think both coaches hoping to get decent innings, good, 4, 5, 6 innings at least out of these guys. But expecting a low-scoring game, right? This one, Rick?
I would think so early because it's a colder day. Maybe the bats aren't going as well. There's a decent breeze coming here, although it does seem to be going out to left field at the short porch Sacopee Valley fence. And by the way, just to give you some measurements, down the line it's only 294 here in the left field. Even to left center it's only 300, and then right field corner is 302. Mark, I miss the old natural features, and I'm not sure about you at our home park. The stone wall fence and the open fence that used to be in right field kind of added something to it, but now they have it closed in with a chain link fence.
Yeah, that's what last game I was here too. They had they didn't have this fence, that's for sure.
We used to have the triangle where things would roll forever to right center, probably about 450 feet out. But it's more of a fair, normal, I guess, measurements now than it used to be.
Yeah. We'll go over the Mount View lineup here as they're going to get ready to hit against Carson Black of the Hawks. Leading off will be Drayden Furrow. He's the catcher. Noah Hurd batting second. The pitcher, Declan Knowlton will be the center fielder. Dakota Harriman, the first baseman. Kelvin Jewett, the third baseman. Levi Wilson, the shortstop. Hunter Penny, the second baseman. Cole Ripley in left. Hayden Porter in right. And we'll go over the defense for the Hawks here in just a minute.
Yep.
But Carson Black's getting ready to throw the first pitch. Talking to Coach Stacy, he's definitely he's considered the ace for the Hawks. First pitch is a strike, so that's a good way to start.
He's a taller pitcher, Mark. He's, what do you say, 6'2", 6'3", it looks like?
Yeah.
He's got a good stride to the plate. And he had a good season last year. I saw at least one game that he threw, and he's always around the plate.
This one's grounded foul, first base side. Rick, if you could go over the Hawks defense.
Of course, I'll start with that. Of course, pitching again, Carson Black, and then we have Austin Croto catching. At first base is his brother Tristan Croto, and then Grady Cummings at second base. Caleb Acciano at shortstop. Brady, and what's the last name there?
Metcalf,
I'm sorry. Brady Metcalf at third base.
1-1 pitch. 0-2 pitch is inside.
Min-Jae Kim in left field, rounding it out, and Caleb Kabating in center field, and
James Ritter
in right field. Trying to read Mark's writing, I'm sorry.
This one's a line caught by the first baseman. Looked like he caught it in the air.
He did, and looked like a curveball there. The batter stayed with it right till the end and just managed to get a soft liner to first base.
So Tristan Croto caught that one, and now Noah Hurd's up. So 4 pitches there on the first batter, then 3 strikes. Good start for him. Noah Hurd, the left-hand batter, left-hand pitcher also. You'll see him on the mound in the bottom half of this inning. Strike 1. As you mentioned, Black throwing strikes, and that's as you know at this level, that's kind of what you need to do.
Very important in high school for sure, especially early in the season, right?
The 0-1 pitch is strike 2. So again, getting ahead, 0-2 on the first 2 hitters. A good start for Black.
Seems to be a back and forth mix between his fastball and curveball, setting up the batters with the different spots. He had a good location on that first pitch on the fastball in the outside corner.
The 0-2 pitch. This one's fly too deep left. He's going to be over the left fielder's head all the way to the fence. And Hurd's going to a second. He looks like he's going to have a stand-up double and stay there. That was ripped to the opposite field.
Sure was. Good opposite field hit. He stayed back on that fastball on the outside and just went with it. I don't believe the left fielder had a chance at that. He got slightly turned around maybe with the breeze like I mentioned. So off the bat, balls may be traveling different direction than it appears.
Yeah, I don't think Kim had a chance on that. That was
short hop defense, didn't it, Mark?
Yeah, well over his head, and nice shot there by Hurd. And that was on an 0-2 pitch. So now Knowlton will come up, try to get his teammate home. Hurd trying to help himself out there, getting that double. Hurd with a decent lead at second. Ball outside, 1-0. Hurd's one of the kind of the better players in Class C North, I believe, from what I've heard and what I've seen, and he's only a sophomore.
Impressive, yeah. Quick bat, you could tell, and quick on the base pass too.
1-1 now. But the Hawks see that early, and we got a long day of baseball, so they kind of know, can see how he swings the bat right off the top.
That's right.
High, 2-1. The Mount View actually had a scrimmage on Saturday, actually against a tough Oak Hill team. They didn't use many of their pitches, obviously, but they Oak Hill did because they don't have a game right off. So Oak Hill won that one 8-1.
Okay.
Swung on a nice pitch there by Black.
It was a nice pitch. He kept that one down, a fastball. It looked like from here. So this will be an interesting situation now, 2-2. The defense is mostly straight up. Center field looks to be slightly shifted to the left.
A little gap there between first and second with the second baseman playing close to the bag.
There's some constant dancing there at second base, Mark, between the second baseman and the runner. Like you said, keeping that gap open a bit to the right side.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's strike 3. Hurd does take third. But the Hawks will take that, though, getting the second out.
It was a called strike, Mark, but and the catcher dropped it there on the outside, and the batter didn't make any effort to run, so they called him out at the plate.
Yeah, first base open. He could have forced a throw there and maybe made something happen.
Right, especially with a fast runner here going to third base. It could have been interesting.
Dakota Harriman is up now, the cleanup hitter, first baseman for the Mustangs. Take a strike again, pounding the strike zone here.
Yeah, what's your count? How many strikes? It's been a lot of strikes so far, right?
Yeah, he's 13 pitches, 9 strikes.
Impressive.
0-1 here. Outside there, outside and high, 1-1. Doubleheader. This is game 1. Good afternoon of baseball coming up here from Sacopee Valley. Low and outside. Oh, gets by the catcher. Good job recovering. 2-1. Gets by any further than that. Hurd might try to go.
This field is known for its distance between the plate and the backstop. Any pass ball pretty much is an automatic unless the catcher gets a piece of it, of scoring the run from third.
First batter he's been behind. Strike 2-2. He's catching the outside corner there.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's a curve or more of a slider type pitch, Mark. It's definitely got a break to it, but it doesn't seem to be your big 12-6 break. But he throws it with a decent velocity, so it's probably more of a slider type than a full curveball.
That's high, so full count here, 3-2. So I think we want to be careful, though, with the cleanup hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice job by Black. That ends the first. He has 2 strikeouts. We're going to take a short break and be back with you for the bottom of the first here on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Oh, we have a whole bunch.
No, he lost.
Back here on Eastern Maine Sports Media, getting ready for the bottom of the first inning. You see Noah Hurd out there warming up for the Mustangs. Good top of the first there for Carson Black. He threw 18 pitches, 12 strikes, and struck out the final 2 batters after Hurd ripped a double to left field. So good job by Black recovering there. We're going to go over the Hawks lineup here for you. I'll go over that, and you can go over the Mount View defense after that, Rick. Leading off, Caleb Vacchiano, the shortstop. Carson Black, batting second. Minjae Kim, left fielder, batting third. Austin Croteau, the catcher, batting fourth. Tristan Croteau, the first baseman, batting fifth. Brady Metcalf, the third baseman, batting sixth. Grady Cummins, the second baseman, batting seventh. Caleb Cabatin, the center fielder, batting eighth. And James Ritter, the right fielder, batting ninth. And Hurd's first pitch, swung on a miss, strike 1. And Rick,
aggressive first swing there from Vacchiano.
After this pitch, Rick, you can go over the defense for the Mustangs.
I'd be honored, Mark.
Inside there.
Yeah, for the Mustangs of Mount View, we have Noah Hurd pitching, Drayden Furrow catching, Dakota Harriman at first base, Hunter Penny at second base. We'll give a break for this pitch here. Foul back. And at third base is Calvin Jewett. Playing shortstop, Levi Winslow. Left field was Cole Ripley. Center field, Dakota Knowlton. And in right field, Hayden Porter.
This one's ripped foul towards the tennis courts over there.
Yep. Now a basketball court, Mark.
I saw that on my way in.
We spent some of our summers on that tennis court,
Yeah.
pretending we were John McEnroe and some of those old greats.
Had some battles between you,
We
me,
did?
me and you, me and Jamie.
Yeah. Some of them kind of ended violently at times.
There's a pitch from Hurd. Oh, nice rip to right center. That's going to drop and be in the gap. All the way to the fence it goes. Vacchiano going to go into second, standing up.
Stand up and holding. Interesting. Similar hit to Noah Hurd's double for Mount View in the top of the inning. Caleb stayed back on that. It looked like a curveball in the outside corner. Caleb just stayed, kept the hands back, and went with the pitch. Rolled all the way almost to the 322 sign in right center, and he had an easy stand-up double.
Good piece of hitting there. Now Carson Black's going to try to help himself here. It's a pitch from Hurd.
Carson
Low.
Black wearing number 76. He's like maybe an offensive lineman, Mark.
Yeah, we talked
It's a
about it a little bit
strange number
before
for
the game, and
baseball.
then there's somebody else. They also got 75, Austin
Yeah,
Croteau.
that's
We
right.
talking about that. Is that because of all the retired numbers here?
Oh, it may be, Mark. I'm not sure we'll find my number 2 anywhere. Although I didn't see that on the roster, did you?
No.
So perhaps it's something in the works I didn't know
What
about.
was
Yeah.
Coach Stacy, 24?
Coach Stacy was 24, the legend. Speaking of those pine trees in left center, Coach Stacy lost a few balls out there in his career.
So I'm going to miss here, strike one.
Hey, we need more energy out here, boys. Let's go.
Similar to Mount View's leadoff hitter, Noah Hurd had some speed at second base, and Mount View's paying close attention to Vacchiano at second also. Both the shortstop and the second baseman dancing in and out.
Trying to keep him close. Best, Black would love to move him over. Would love to get him in. But
Sure.
delivery from Hurd. Swung on a miss. Nice pitch there.
Big pitch, really. Big pitch with that no outs and runner at second to get the strikeout.
He's going to try to do what Black did on the other side after giving up the double and work around it.
That's
and
right.
So Black finished that inning with 2 strikeouts.
That was a well-placed fastball there. Kept it low, just below the knees, I would say. Might not have been a strike, but still, you can't watch that one go by, so.
Let's throw it thrown into center field. Vacchiano was late noticing that as he was diving back to second, so he's going to stay right there.
They look to have Vacchiano fooled there, Mark. He was dancing this way toward third as the pitcher spun around, and the throw sailed a bit on the shortstop who was covering. And if Caleb had seen that right away, he would have been at third base. So kind of both teams fortunate in a 2 different ways there.
There's a pitch from Hurd. Fouled off. Check swing. Foul ball by Kim. A 3-hitter.
You can probably hear it through the microphones, but the breeze is picked up here. Still coming slightly toward left field.
Hurd, long look to a second from Hurd. And he's gone. This pitch is swung on a miss, so he's going to steal that. Stolen base by Vacchiano.
There was no throw. Catcher in the transfer just lost the handle of it. There was a swinging strike, so as a former catcher myself, I know that can sometimes be a distraction to try to handle the pitch and make the throw through a swing. Oh, very high. Strike 3 on a high swinging pitch.
So again, good job by Hurd to the double. So he's pounding the strike zone. We talked about Black pounding the strike zone on the other side. Same thing here. And now the cleanup hitter, Austin Croteau's up with his brother Tristan on deck. Some popped up.
Heading this
Third base
way.
side. This might be a tough play. Going back, the shortstop makes a nice catch. Beautiful catch there by Levi Winslow. Beautiful catch. And that ends the first inning. And we're going to be back after these messages. 0-0 after the first inning here from Sacopee Valley.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangalore office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Go and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, as after the first inning, it is no score for both sides. Both had similar innings. Sacopee had Mount View had the double with 1 out, and then Black struck out Knowlton and Harriman to end the first. The Hawks double was by Vacchiano to lead off the inning, and then Hurd struck out Black and Kim, and then beautiful catch by Levi Wilson to end the first inning and saving a run. It was a pop out in shallow left field, and he ranged back and made a beautiful catch.
It was a big clutch catch, Mark, and almost always that's a shortstop's ball, even though they have longer to run. For a third baseman to look back into the sky, this is a beautiful blue sky here, but also sometimes hard to pick up the ball in days like this. So the shortstop always has a better angle, and he did that. He stayed with it, and even with the wind, made a last-second grab for it, falling backwards, and saved the run.
Beautiful job by Winslow to keep the score right where it is. Sluggers Training Facility. Sluggers offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Our focus is to bring out the best in your game and expose you to the next level of play. Whether in a clinic or in a private lesson, your slugger will receive valuable instructions for every phase of the game. Get the best training at the lowest cost in the shortest time. Visit Sluggers Baseball and Softball Training Facility at 60 Acme Road in Brewer, or call them at 207-941-2250 for more details. Black's out in the mound, and you can hear the wind picking up. This one's grounded to short. Vacchiano scoops it up and throws him out at first. Good play there by Vacchiano. Routine play, but sometimes those are the toughest.
That's true. Infield seems a bit slow here. Sacopee, it's sometimes known to have the grass kept a little bit high here. So home field advantage slightly if you know about that. But Caleb's a smooth shortstop. He kind of kept that in one motion. Didn't have to make a hard throw. He just timed it right. Easy out.
We talked about Hurd being a sophomore. Vacchiano is also.
It's true.
Strike one again, getting ahead on the count. So the first inning, Black threw 18 pitches, 12 strikes. On the other side, Hurd threw 12 pitches, 10 strikes. So both of them pounding the strike zone. And at any level, it's important nowadays to keep the pitch count low, but especially at this level with the rules they have to
right
and stuff. And so this one was popped up. Black ranges over and catches it. Good quick out there for him.
Black took it himself as a pitcher, which don't always see that, but he's also a first baseman, so he's used to fielding those plays.
See if Penny takes a pitch here with three pitches here in this second inning.
Good point, Mark. You want to give your pitcher a little bit of time to have a break and also see some more pitches through the lineup.
Takes it, but had no choice as it was close to him. Ball one.
Yep.
But I think both teams probably can see early. Both of these pitchers are going to pound the strike zone, so they may be swinging early in the count often today.
That's also a point. Why take a pitch when you know it's going to be around the plate? Could be the best one you see.
Like that one.
Right down the middle on that one.
Yep, 1-1.
He had a good swing. Now we'll see if Black keeps up his mixing, where maybe he comes in with a curveball on this one, Mark, after 2 fastballs. Oh, another fastball.
I think he maybe feels like Penny can't catch up with that. As is a solid fastball there. He's throwing 1 and 2.
As a catcher here, Mark, I think I'd call another fastball, but hot up in the zone. And that looks to be exactly where the catcher's asking for it. And that's where it went.
Ground ball to first. He's got to get over and cover. He gets over there. Nice play. He gets him.
Very athletic
Beautiful
play by Black.
Play there.
We'll talk about that after the break.
Beautiful play there. And in the middle of the second is 0-0. We'll be back after these messages on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa Checking at Lincoln Maine Federal Credit Union.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Raoul's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Raoul's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover, Foxcroft, Maine.
Back here on Eastern Maine Sports Media, and that was a quick inning, and both of the last half innings ended with a nice play by both teams.
Sure was on that one. The Austin Croto ranged to his right, made a good play at first base, but then as Black was breaking up the line to cover as a pitcher, the throw was a bit behind him, but he used his long frame to stretch out, reach behind him, and that took him off balance, and he actually had to dive and reach out for the base with his glove. That
play right there reminded me of something, Rick.
Has anything ever happened over there, Mark? I'm looking for the plaque. Is there any sort of history over there?
I think they put the fence up not to so much to protect fans, but to protect your legacy. Because I think that would have caught.
We'll ask Coach Stacey after the game in the post-game interview if he remembers a certain play.
0-2.
I'll give you a quick preview to the audience. My only claim to fame in high school sports ever was apparently this legendary catch that I didn't even see because I was crashing through the wall to make it. And this is before my brothers each won 2 state championships in sports. So that's all I have to talk about.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Coach Stacey actually was a big part of that play because I was catching, and as I was falling over the fence into the crowd where Mark, I remember you didn't really help me.
I don't want to interfere with the game.
I see.
This is hit to center, right at him. Sometimes those are the toughest plays, but nice caught there by Knowlton.
Yep. Good line drive, but a good, well positioned and good play by the center fielder to make that an easy catch in the end.
Brady Metcalf's now up for the Hawks. So he's thrown 16 pitches, 13 strikes, has heard. Another strike there.
Just pounding the plate. Both pitchers. This is really fun to watch and also when you're playing defense too, it really helps because any given pitch, you might have a chance to make a play.
And they're working quick and they're throwing strikes. You're going to be on, you're going to be on your toes. You're going to be ready defensively.
Also, I've noticed, Mark, you see a lot in high school and youth sports now. The catchers are always looking at the coach. What pitch do I call? This seems to be catcher and pitcher are on track with each other. They're just giving the sign and going with it. It's honestly, I've watched softball games on TV even, and you see they're constantly looking at the coach. As a former catcher, again, give me the game. Let me work with the pitcher. I know what he's doing, and that's what I see both teams here. It makes the game more enjoyable.
Certainly does. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Hurd is firing. That's 3 strikeouts now for him.
It's hard to tell from our location here. We're past third base, so it's hard to get an idea of the spots of the pitches, but those look to be in and out on the plate. He seems to be he threw all 3 fastballs there on that, but they're just, sometimes a fastball in and out can be just as effective as changing speeds.
The thing I noticed is it looks like Hurd on every pitch is pitching from the stretch.
That's a good point. Just noted, yeah.
Which isn't affecting his speed any.
Not at all.
Fouled off, 0-2 again.
You actually see some major league players that have gone to that mark, especially relievers, because they come in at situations. But I've heard from coaches that it just simplifies the game for them. It just makes them focus on that one stride, and that's it.
Don't have to change.
That's right.
On base.
Right.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. He's tagged out.
He's tagged.
Quick in and there. 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back after these messages on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. the all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Back here on Eastern Maine Sports Media, and Rick, I think one thing we've learned through the first two innings is when you get a runner on second base, you're going to have to get him home with the way these pitches are thrown.
This could be a one-run game, Mark. It's a common theme. We talked about the similarities of these teams, and as of right now, their innings have been identical. One double each in the first, 1, 2, 3 innings in the second. And I look back at the tournament last year. They both had an easy opening win in the round of 16, and then they looked like they both had decent games or close games in the second round. And they both went down. So this, like Mark said, these two teams could be going a long way in their respective East and West, or North and South, whatever it is these days.
Yeah, North and South, they call it nowadays.
Yeah. Hard for us old people to adjust to that.
But yeah, I mean, I think both, have that opportunity, especially when you got aces like they have, and they're showing early on in this one. You got the potential to go a long ways.
It's true.
Strike one.
But as you talked about with the pitch counts, Mark, in high school, you've got to have 3 to 4 pitchers, solid pitchers, and you get to the playoffs, you could be in a situation where you're playing 3 games in 5 days sometimes. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you really need that full bullpen. And we'll get a good judge for that today with these 2 games and early in the season. I don't expect them to get up to, what's their limit per game?
I think it's 85.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't 100, so they'll be pushing if they get that far, I think, on a first game out.
Outside. And something to note, too, both can use, which is nice today, is both coaches can use their full whatever they want to use, because Sacopee doesn't play again until Saturday, which they get the 4 days off in between, and Mount View, this one's grounded first. Ball off the first baseman's glove, throws it to first. Good job by Black getting over there. That's what a pitcher needs to do. Just going over the schedule just a little. I know Sacopee's got a doubleheader, a tough one at Richmond on Saturday, and then Mount View doesn't play again for like 9 days.
Wow.
So I think they play St. Dom's next week sometime. But right.
Oh, they have Trape from the farther south of Maine coming up to Mount View on Saturday. Yeah. So
that one. I'm not sure if they got postponed. I thought I talked to the coach. But either way, both, even if that's true, they both can play. Just like anybody they want without having to save them. So that's good to know, because.
Is this a newer concept, Mark, playing these double headers on Saturdays?
I think when further away, if they're traveling and stuff, and
I don't recall. Again, back in the golden era, that we had many Saturday games at all, if I can remember.
But yeah, especially with Sacopee traveling to Richmond, that's a little bit far. And then these guys coming down here today, and nice pitch there by Black. Quick strikeout there on 3 pitches of the number 9 hitter.
Another high strike. Black's keeping the ball up in the zone a bit. I think once he and the catcher realize that they're not catching up to that fastball, they keep going higher in the zone to see if they'll chase it, and that's what's happened the last couple of batters.
Back to the top of the order, Furrow's up, and he grounded out his first time. Whew. Again, grounded back to Black, just
Quick
like
hands
that.
By Black at the mound.
3 up, 3 down, and we're going to the middle of the third with the score 0 for Mount View, 0 for Sacopee Valley. We'll be back after these messages.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Press got free food and stuff.
Back here at Sacopee Valley High School as we're going to the bottom of the third inning. It's no score, and Rick, both pitchers doing what they need to do, getting ahead in the count, huh?
Sure is, Mark. Just working quick, getting ahead in the count, and then getting to the 2 strikes so they can move the ball around and make them put it in play.
So bottom of the order coming up here for the Hawks, Cabatin and Ritter, and then back to the top, Kelly Vacchiano. I think it's really important for Hurd to, the way Vacchiano swung the bat the first time, to have him come up with nobody on base.
That's for sure. Yeah, keep the speed off, right? And but back to the game. Yeah, it's looking to be where any run here is going to be important with the way these 2 pitchers are working. Sacopee Valley Athletic Director stopped by to say hi. Carrie Sawyer
does a great job here. Good setup here and good view. And Coach Stacy in front of us hasn't been able to wave anybody home yet, huh?
Nope.
Oh, bunted down. Nice bunt down the third baseline. Tough play here for Hurd. He fires to first. Good play by Hurd. Nice bunt, but good job getting off the mound there by Hurd.
Kind of a textbook play by the pitcher there. The lefty coming off the mound didn't rush anything. He spun around with his back facing first base the way you're taught instead of trying to open up and just made a controlled throw.
Now Ritter is up. He's number 9 hitter and good idea there. Trying to get on.
We just talked about base runner is going to be huge, so try to surprise him a bit.
So 1-0 here. And anytime Hurd throws a ball, it's a big deal. It's only his fourth one this
right?
game.
You kind of want to check the umpire and make sure he's seeing things okay.
Again, though, we're getting to see both teams' aces. We're also going to get to see a lot of the other staff as they can't obviously go with them in game 2.
That's true. Could be a totally different game in the second game. We'll see.
So 1-2. And
working ahead again, Mark. Yep. 2 strikes.
Threw a ball there, then 2 quick strikes by Hurd, and he just gets the ball and gets back on the mound and ready to fire.
I'd like to stand behind the plate and see what kind of pitches he's throwing. They seem to be all straight fastball types, but he might be changing speeds a bit or maybe spinning things a little bit. There's a called strike.
Called strike on the outside corner there.
Wow.
Quick strikeout there, and now Vacchiano's up. And again, this is probably just like next inning, Hurd's leading off right where Sacopee wants him, and two outs here with Vacchiano can't do as much damage.
That's right.
Strike 1.
Just pounding the plate there. Seem to keep them mostly on the outside corner to start out at least.
Hey, go right at it, right? Win the battle this time.
Low, ball 1.
And it's with these pitchers, it's important when there is a close pitch that you can take that one and make them throw a few more.
Fouled off 1-2. So again, 2 strikes on the hitter.
Mm-hmm. And this is where you feel like you could challenge maybe their best hitter when you have nobody on base and 2 strikes. You might get away with a double here even, like you had in the first inning.
That was high, but he
yeah, you had him chase that
protected the plate there, did Vacchiano, and fouled it away. I think he wanted to try to get him to chase. He did. He got a piece of it. Ball, 2 strikes. This one's grounded to
tough play.
Yeah, that's going to be a hit. So 2 hits in the game for the Hawks, both by Caleb Vacchiano. This one was pulled. The first one was to right center. This one was pulled between third and short.
I would wager, Mark, that if either the third baseman or shortstop came up with that, they might not have had a play with Vacchiano running well down to first base.
Yeah, I agree. So he's got, again, both hits for the Hawks. Hurd has the only hit for the Mustangs.
I would think Coach Stacy would be very aggressive in this situation, try to get Vacchiano to second base.
Fouled off.
Not on the first pitch. We haven't seen a move from Hurd yet with the lefty on the mound to first base. We haven't seen what it looks like. Neither has Sacopee. Another reason why you might not go on the first pitch.
Right.
Not a big lead. Dancing a little bit.
I think Hurd's thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Coach Stacy gives a sign at third.
No balls, 1 strike. This one's ripped. This one's a base hit. The shortstop was going over to cover. That left the hole. And now Vacchiano is going to hold up at third. Throw is over to third base, and the runner's going to take second on the throw. So that was a good, kind of like a hit and run as the shortstop was going to cover second base, and that hole was open. And Black gets a hit. He goes to second on the throw, and now it's second and third with Kim coming up.
And with 2 outs, it was a surprisingly aggressive play, but Sacopee is known for that, Mark. For the 1 or 2 games I watched last year, they try to take every extra base they can and make the other team make mistakes. Going to third with 2 outs in that situation is not typical, but he did, and got the runner to second. So now we have 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position.
With the middle of the order up with Kim here, the number 3 hitter.
What grade is Kim, Mark? I haven't seen him play yet.
I believe he's a foreign exchange student.
Oh, okay.
Ball.
He's got the high leg kick with the left foot.
I think that was called. Was that called ball, Rick?
I think you did say ball, yeah.
2-1 then. Ball 4. It was 3-1. So ball 4. He was. Looks like he might have been careful there, but now look at the cleanup hitter in Austin Croteau.
That's true. Not the worst situation to put the guy on at first base, especially when you have good control. But as Marky just said,
it was
having another person on base with the cleanup hitters on is always dangerous.
And Croteau, hit it last time too. Short left field. The shortstop made an excellent catch.
That's right.
So he's up here with the bases loaded. That's a strike. He gets ahead there.
That one. Yep.
Almost like that bat to Kim was semi-intentional.
It actually may have been. Sort of. Just being careful there.
Fouled off, so 0-2. So Hurd bounces back and gets ahead on the count. Croteau's going to try to battle back and get this run home. As we mentioned for this inning, anytime you get runners in scoring position this game with these 2 pitches going, very important.
Croteau had a big swing there, so let's see if there's something off speed. Nope.
This one's fly to right. This might be a tough play. Going back, and it's over the right fielder's head all the way to the fence. 1 run's home. 2 runs. Nice hit there. Double by the cleanup hitter, Croteau.
Big, good swinging with 2 strikes to keep that to go to right field. Again, with this breeze, the right fielder, I think it's just hard to judge the balls, and just got spun around a bit. Went over his head. Clean double. Maybe could have sent the runner from third because the ball did get past the cutoff man, but it still was hard to judge. He had already stopped.
Yeah, and Vacchiano and Black came home to score, so it's 2-0 Hawks. Just like that. Strike 1 there to Tristan Croteau. That was on an 0-2 pitch.
It was. Too. That's why it was impressive. Staying back, going to right field on a 2-strike swing is always good sign of hitting.
0-1 here. Strike 2.
Hurd's not backing off this game, though. He still seems to be moving the ball in and out very well on the plate with those first 2 pitches.
This is the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3.
That's a big strikeout.
But not before the Hawks put up 2. And after 3, the Hawks have a 2-0 lead here going to the 4th. We'll be back after these messages. Eastern Maine Sports Media.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Back here on Eastern Maine Sports Media after the Hawks of Sacopee Valley got a 2-run 3rd inning to take the lead. Big hits there all up and down the lineup. Austin Croteau had the biggest one, 2-run double that scored Vacchiano and Black.
Well, it all started with 2 outs, Mark. Vacchiano having the single, Carson Black following that up, and then Croteau with the big double to bring 2 guys in. So they finally cracked through.
Yeah, we talked about how important anytime you get those runners on with this pitcher matchup. And again, Hurd had 2 quick outs in that inning, and Hawks did a good job battling back and getting those 2 runs in. And now the Mustangs going to try to respond. They got who they want here leading off in Hurd. He hit the double in the first inning, and then they got the 3-4 hitters up after him.
And perhaps similar to the way that the Hawks saw the starter the second time through, maybe here the Mustangs will break through on their second time through, seeing Black on the mound.
Again, with a 2-0 lead, he can attack him, and he's a leadoff hitter, so it's not like, you got no reason not to go right after him.
That's right. Even more important now, as many strikes as he has thrown, is just to keep doing that with the lead now. It's going to be a tough play. It's
going to be a tough play to first. Foul ball. So 0-2. So he's thrown 34 pitches, has Black, in 27 strikes. What's that percentage, Rick? You got good at math, right? That's a pretty high percentage.
Put me on the spot.
85, 90%.
It's somewhere in that range.
It's
like 3 out of, yep.
Pounding the strike zone. And Hurd's doing the same thing at the other end. 47.
Close to 90%, isn't it? Almost 9 out of 10.
And Hurd's thrown 37 strikes on 47 pitches on the other end.
Very, very impressive.
This one's grounded. Oh, nice play by Black, knocking that down. Going to throw him out. Nice play there by Carson Black.
From what I've seen of Black, he helps himself a lot on the mound. He's made already 2 good covers at first base. He's knocked down two solid hits up the middle by himself with the long reach. So, there's maybe 3 to 4 base runners that he's saved by himself on the mound.
Wind picked up here a little bit. Knocked a. We wanted to say thank you too. We ate a nice lobster roll before the game. Got some fries here.
I was just going to say the napkins might be blowing around, but at least our lobster rolls are safe because those have been gone for a long time. So thank you to Sacopee Valley House of Pizza, the official lobster rolls of Eastern Maine Sports now, Mark. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Those are pretty good. Foul off there.
I'm already way ahead of my lobster roll average for the season. I'm usually 1 to 2 a year just to be happy, but geez, getting a jump start in April is great.
Never know. Maybe we can get another one after.
Yeah, maybe it'll be three lobster roll a year. Yeah.
Here's the pitch here from Black. This one's grounded right side. Second baseman scoops it up. As Cummins throws him out.
First action that Cummins seen over there, I believe, on second base, but he made a smooth play there to over to first.
Now Dakota Harriman's up. He struck out in the first inning. Again, and he's doing this with very limited pitches, which I'm sure Coach Stacy is very pleased about. As at this rate, he can go at least 6-7 innings. Well, they only play 7, so if he can go 7, that saves him.
Golden. Yeah.
Saves everybody for the next game and gets his ace out there the whole game.
He dropped down a bit on that one, the angle, maybe like a 3/4 pitch. Kept it low and outside, but it was called for ball.
Pitch by Black. This one, strike 2. So again, pounding the strike zone.
And again, with Black, I'd like to see him behind the plate to see where those pitches. That one looked like it just scraped the outside corner.
0-2 pitch. This one's grounded. Gonna be a tough play. Vacchiano comes in though, scoops it up, fires it to first. 3 up, 3 down, and a beautiful inning there by Carson Black. We'll be right back after these messages. Eastern Maine Sports Media.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks have a 2-0 lead here, going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up is Metcalf Cummins and Cabaden, and you got an update from the softball game?
This just in, Mark, from down the hill, the Sacopee Valley softball team has a 5-0 lead over Mount View in the 3rd inning.
Very impressive.
And we were just joking that baseball games never move faster than softball games, but in this case, it seems to be.
When you got guys like Black and Hurd firing, you can see why, right?
That's true. But that can change as our day goes on, Mark.
Yes, it can. And I believe, we're playing 7 innings up here. I think softball might be playing 5.
Oh.
This one's fouled off. 0-2. Hurd back out there getting ahead of the count again.
Straight back. We don't see the normal right field rowdies out beyond the fence today, Mark. Usually they're parked out there, lined up along South Hiram Road, but maybe it's just too early on the day. Maybe the second game we'll see them out there.
Beautiful pitch there, off speed, struck him out.
Hit just painted the outside corner on the off speed, had him frozen. Good pitch.
That's strikeout number 7 for Hurd.
Impressive.
Ball 1. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today.
From Herman, huh? Also the Hawks.
Hawks, yes. Coach, there is Coach Reed up there and does a good job. And
also the Hawks in Marshwood down here in southern Maine.
Yeah.
And the Mustangs in Massabesic, Mark. Any other Mustangs around?
I don't think so.
No. He looks on the soccer field. No.
No, nobody down there. No. Ground to the second, 2 outs.
Good play by the second baseman there. Hunter Penny. I think also it may be his first action over a second. Just a couple steps to his right.
So 2 up, 2 down.
Clean play and threw over to first. Plenty of time. I would love to get a stopwatch and look at the average time per pitch, Mark. I bet it's going to be just in the less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, by both.
By both teams. This is the way baseball should be played at all levels. It's hard to watch an entire Major League game these days, Mark, as much as I love it, but there's so much happening in between every single pitch.
I think that would change soon with the clocks down in the
as more of those rules filter up. That's true. And the new rules with the pitcher having to pitch 3 batters is I like that change. Hurd keeping the pattern with getting ahead, and he went for that high fastball, but this time they did lay off.
Because we talk about Herman, former Major League pitcher Matt Kinney coaches them.
Oh, okay.
Strike 3.
Went to Bangor High, right, Mark?
Yeah.
All right.
Strike 3 there. 3 up, 3 down. 8 strikeouts for Hurd. And that is the end of the 4th inning here at Sacopee Valley with the score of the Hawks 2 and the Mustangs 0. We'll be back after these messages. Eastern Maine Sports Media.
New 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks have a 2-0 lead as we're coming down the stretch here. It's top of the 5th inning here. As Carson Black's only gave up that double to her. That's all he's given up in this game. Only base runner of the game. He has struck out 3. He has not walked a batter.
No walks, right.
41 pitches, 34 strikes. Can't be much more efficient than that, Rick.
Nope, that's the way to throw it, especially first game of the season.
Fouled off.
They made some contact, but mostly relatively smooth ground balls to the infield, and they've made the plays. Like I said, again, Black's helped himself on at least three different plays, preventing base runners.
And I will say on the other end, a pitch like Noah Hurd has, you're going to win most of your games.
Absolutely, and this game is far from over, too. Still in the middle innings.
Strike there.
Still getting through their second time seeing Black, so.
This is Jewett up for the Mustangs. Winslow to follow, then Penny. Swung on a miss there. Three pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out.
Looked to be the slider, I believe. He swung just over the top of it because of that break.
Minus, as we're getting near the end of this game, the player of the game will get the Bangor Savings Bank player of the game, get a $10 Visa gift card that they can use anywhere they want. So thank you to Bangor Savings for that.
If I catch a foul ball, Mark, am I eligible for this? Ooh, that's a hard hit ball to right.
Oh, nice play there by Cummins. Scoops it up. Then that's 1 pitch, 1 out, and a beautiful play there by Cummins.
Solidly hit to between the first and second baseman, but he kind of made it look smooth and it looked easier than I think it was. It's a taller second baseman, also maybe taller than Black actually. So we just had a couple long strides to his left, and
yeah, he made that look easy. As you said,
yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah. I know with my short legs, and I would have been diving for that one there at second base.
So this is
not sure if that was intentional, but a little bit up and in challenge pitch from Black.
Was grounded. Nice play there. So he got out of that. He only had to throw 6 pitches that inning to get out of that, and that's what you want. He's only thrown 47 in the game through 5, and we're in the middle of 5th. It's 2-0 Sacopee Valley. Be back after these messages.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, where been impressive performance by Carson Block. Not bad performance by Noah Hurd either, but what a job, huh, Rick?
Mark, with my quick Sacopee Valley education, I came up with Black averaging less than 3 pitches per batter. So, thank you to my math professors or teachers here at the Valley for that quick math. That's almost unheard of through 5 innings.
Yeah.
In fact, it might be. I'd love to see some kind of records on these.
And that pitch count is unofficial, but it's pretty close. I mean, because of
Mark, give yourself some credit. You're
pretty
most
official
than anybody.
Yeah, that's official. No matter what the coaches say. 1 and 2.
Just sign your name and we'll call it. When Mark Callan of Eastern Maine Sports gives a statistic, you can count it.
1 and 2 here. Swung on a miss. Strike 3.
Just continuing this constant battering of the plate. I would love to see, like on the majors, you get the pitch count or the chart where the balls are hitting, and none of these guys, even their balls, are barely missing unless they're intentional.
Right, like he walked Kim there, which looked like it was kind of semi.
True, with the
didn't pay off.
Open, yeah,
didn't pay off.
And he seems to have that kind of control where he can almost spot it just off the plate, try to make him chase something, and not give him something clean to hit with first base open.
Now here's where it might get dangerous. As the top of the order is up in Vacchiano. Fly ball popped up here, shallow right, shallow centers. Caught it. Nice catch there by Knowlton. So 2 outs.
It's funny, Mark. You can see we don't feel a breeze here, but if you look at the flags out beyond center field, they're pretty straight up, hanging out toward left. So those routine flies aren't looking at that routine today.
No, not at all. Strike one. This is Black, who had a big hit in the third in that 2-run Hawks rally as he singled. He struck out in the first, singled in the third, scored a run. This one reached out, nice job of hitting, bobbled by the shortstop, and now he's going to reach there. We'll let you be the official scorer.
I'd almost go with a base hit just because of the fact of where it was.
It was going to be a tough play.
Deep in the hole. Looking up, he was already past halfway to first base when the shortstop made the play, so that would have been extremely close, if not safe. So yeah, we'll give him a hit on that one.
We'll give him a hit. He's got 2 hits in this game. Does Black? He's helped himself. Swung on a miss there by Kim.
Winslow at short made a good play. They took kind of a funny hop there at the end when it hit maybe a cleat mark on the base path and came up high on him, but he stayed with it. Just couldn't make it clean to take the throw right away. Going.
Fouled off. Strike 2. So Kim has struck out in the first. He walked in the third. 1 walk, 9 strikeouts for Hurd. Ball outside. Run is going. Throw down in second is not going to be in time. Stolen base there by Black.
Pitcher's in a tough spot for the catcher. It was low and outside. I think he might have even had to go down on his knees to catch that one. So 1 hop throw was beat easily by Black.
He's gone to third, and he's halfway to third.
Interesting.
Yeah,
no one really knew what was going on. The bench had to call that one, Mark. It was clearly a balk. Black started running before the pitcher even moved, and when the pitcher noticed, he kind of made this motion towards second, but never stepped off the mound. So late call, but the balk call was the right call.
Good job of kind of forcing things to happen there by the Hawks.
Again, I go back to that aggressiveness. They do things that I normally wouldn't agree with, but it works sometimes.
So that's the 10th strikeout by Hurd, and that ends the 5th inning. Going to the 6th with the score: the Hawks 2 and the Mustangs 0.
New 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Back here at Sacopee Valley High School, where Sacopee has a 2-0 lead over Mount View. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. Stay with us for the second game. We'll leave the video on, but turn down the volume and get our lineups for game 2 and get set. And we'll actually have try to have a post-game interview in between. Also, give our player of the game also during that time. And we do not have a schedule, updated schedule coming up, but we'll post that within the next couple of weeks. We'll have some games for you, probably starting early May. A lot of good clashes coming up there, baseball and softball, up in Eastern Maine area.
Any updated Red Sox score, Mark? It wasn't looking good when I was driving in listening to it. It was 4-0 Twins.
I can tell you.
I do know the marathon. I couldn't tell you who won, but I know that they ran with a score time of 2 hours and 6 minutes, which is
they were lucky that I came here because I didn't run. Yeah.
I was going to ask Mark if you maybe would run the marathon one day. They're those Kenyans are lucky that you.
Yeah, they're lucky I came to Sacopee today. Yeah. Sox are losing 8-2 in the 8th inning. But here's the pitch from Black. Swung on a miss, strike 1. This is Cole Ripley up.
Took a big swing there. Maybe they're seeing the ball a little bit better now. Their second time through.
Low ball one. So about the Red Sox game, though. Rich Hill pitching when his father passed away Friday, and he ran 37 marathons.
I didn't know that story. That's quite emotional. I did hear on the radio coming in when Court took him out, he gave him a nice pat on the chest, and I'm sure it was an emotional day for Rich Hill. He didn't pitch very well, but
you can see
a tough
why.
Situation for sure. Those can go either way.
Yeah. So one's grounded at first. Nice scoop there. 1 out. And that's the same time he's hit it the first, same time he's got out.
He's hit him pretty good over there, but Croto made there a backhanded play. Actually, just took one step to his right. Played it himself.
So Hayden Porter up, the number 9 hitter.
So we'll see if this bottom of the order could maybe get some base runners for the top 2 guys that have had some good swings for this game.
Just want to miss. That one was
what?
High fastball. Yeah. Boy, yeah, this percentage just keeps going up too for Black. So get it here in a second. Another strike. So that's 51 pitches, 43 strikes. Just incredible percentage here from Black.
And 17 batters. Right? So is it an even, just over 3 pitches per batter?
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Keeps the average going.
3 pitches there. So now Furrow is up. He's lined to first and ground to first. As you said, he's had a couple. Him and Hurds probably have the best swings of the afternoon.
And this is their 3rd time through, so see if they can get some action going against Black.
And they would like to get, because Hurd will be up next, would like to get him up with a run on base, because ball 1, which is
what they
rare.
really love to is maybe to get Black pushing that 85 pitch limit, but it doesn't seem like he's going to get there today. To get someone else in the game here.
Wait, he's cruising. It doesn't look like he'll come to that number. Drop down that one.
Yeah,
strike
that
1.
was a 3/4 slider, so some of his effectiveness is he's changing arm angles and speeds quite effectively here.
Outside, 2-1.
Have you noticed, Mark? He looks like he almost changes his pace on the mound too, where he just went into a very slow windup there.
Yeah,
on that 2-strike. Was it 2-strike pitch?
It was it's 2-1 now. So it's only 3rd time he's got 2 balls on a hitter.
Red Sox fans, we see Evaldi that a lot, right? Where your batter can never get settled. He went a little bit quicker that time. He doesn't quite have the quick pitch that we've seen from some guys in the majors these days, especially Evaldi, but just that little hesitation sometimes can mess with the batter's timing.
It's incredible. He's only got to 2 balls on 3 hitters. Hasn't got to 3 balls.
He hasn't once to 3. That's amazing. And there's that 3/4 tight, maybe hard slider down and in. But good job fouling that one off by Furrow.
His mother's one of the assistant coaches, and she wanted me to make sure we got his name right. And you did.
Drayden, correct?
Drayden Furrow. Yeah. 3 balls. That's the first 3-ball count.
No, Mark, I was happy that you gave me a couple teams with some easy names to pronounce here. Mostly easy, yeah.
So, full count. Haven't seen this.
No, 3 balls.
Ball 4. So that's
boy, where's the pitching coach?
So that's see what now Hurd's up with a runner on base here.
Yep. See if Mount View can take advantage of this. Black giving away a base runner for the first time all game. See if they become aggressive a bit. Only down by 2. And this is trouble.
So they can advance the runner. It goes out of play.
So back in the day, Mark, you remember over there, that was always a threat for a 2 base because
it wasn't out of play.
It was never out of play.
But it is 2 bases.
Is that a local rule, Mark? Because that's from the pitcher's mound. There should only be 1 base, correct?
He stepped off, I think.
Oh, okay. So by stepping off, he almost makes himself a fielder. So then it's 2 bases on a out of play.
Yeah, I think I believe he stepped off. And
so you have to give Black the 2-base error on that one.
Yeah,
on the wild throw to first.
So big to get this runner home here for the Mustangs to cut this lead in half. And for the first time this game, Black's missing the strike zone a little bit.
Yep.
And I think he did call that a strike. So 1-1. I think at this point too, I mean that already happened at first, but you kind of with 2 outs, you kind of want to focus on that batter and the situation.
That's true, especially being up by 2 runs, right?
So fouled up, but he's ahead again, 1-2. So he's bounced back nicely. Has Black.
Of course, it's the only first time I've ever seen Hurd swing, but he seems to have a good kind of inside-out swing where he goes, maybe uses that left field quite a bit as a left-handed hitter.
Got third base open with third base covering the bag over here. There he goes back. This one's grounded to the shortstop. Vacchiano scoops up. Got to hurry, though, and throws it low past the first baseman and runs scores. Hurd goes to third, I think.
Doesn't matter. It's a question on whether he gets second or third base in that situation, but even if he had made it to first base on the throw, it's from when the fielder throws the ball, so he hadn't gained first base yet, so he gets actually technically 2 bases by going to second base.
That's error, because I think they would have definitely had him.
I agree. Vacchiano knew he had to hurry. There's some good speed by Hurd, and Vacchiano was in the hole, but he maybe lost his balance a bit coming up the throw, so we had to rush it even more.
Another chance hit. Now bobbles this one, and now runners are at the corners, so another error, and first and third all of a sudden here. So defense has let the Hawks down this inning. 3 errors in this inning for the Hawks. And now the cleanup hitter, Harriman's up. Right now they're going to kind of talk to Black and try to...
Yep. Only the catcher comes out so far. Or they must have the same sort of rules where they have certain visits, Mark, right?
Yeah.
I haven't followed lately high school rules. But does the catcher get charged for a visit in that situation?
I do not believe so.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up between games and learn as we go here.
Big situation here.
Huge situation.
Shows you how now Coach Stacy's out.
So still just the 1 hit given up by Black for the game, but
yep. Unearned run, as they would have had 3 outs.
It's true.
So any run that scores this inning.
Yeah, anything beyond here is unearned.
I mean, I think right now, what do you think Coach Stacy's telling him? Just pretty much do what you've done the whole game.
I think he's got to be reminding them that as you're still throwing strikes. You've got a very solid player in Vacchiano who's going to make those plays the next time. So just keep putting the ball, make him put the ball in play, and get out of this and back to hit.
Right, you get out of this with a lead, you're still in great shape.
Yeah, he's still low pitch count for the game. He's still throwing strikes. I'd almost let him go here, marking the situation if he takes second.
Low, ball 1.
You've got the tying run here with very, very good speed at third base, so I wouldn't mess around with throwing this down to second, unless you have some kind of a trick play where you can get him to get off third base and see what happens.
Big here for Croto, also behind the plate with Hurd at third.
That's right.
Because it gets by him, and he's got the speed that can take that.
They haven't sent the runner from first yet. Coach Hurd at third. Is it Hurd coaching third base also, Mark?
Yep.
He's given the signs. So we could have something on here.
He
does go.
From grounded back to Black, he just tosses over to first, and he gets out of it. Good job by Carson Black to work around things and only give up the 1 run. And the Hawks still have the lead here in the middle of the 6th. 2-1, going to the bottom of the 6th here at Sacopee Valley.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks still have the 2-1 lead. So, I mean, things got kind of dicey there. They made 3 errors, and they, Mount View took advantage, scored 1. But Black did a good job settling down after the talk from the coach and got out of it.
He did another unassist or ground ball back to him, which is I think 4 for the game. It's kind of unusual. Before that walk he issued last, he had retired 16 batters in a row up to that point. And even then, there wasn't a hit that inning, but you know, the when you walk that guy with 2 outs, Mark, right, that can just lead to trouble. And that's sort of what happened.
And a new pitcher here for Mount View. That's number 7. Oops, I got to look at the roster. Oh, that's Winslow. That was the shortstop.
Oh, okay. Are they trading places? No, because the lefties.
Hurd looks like he... Where?
The official score is not being very nice to us and giving the updates. So we have Hurd maybe in center field, number 1, the lefty.
Yep, Hurd's in center. So Winslow's coming to pitch. Hurd going to center. Let's see where Knowlton went. He's number 14. We'll get this all straight for you.
For you Mount View fans looking at home, you can always comment and tell us,
Knowlton
help us get this right.
Yeah, Knowlton did go to shortstop. So basically,
right. Pretty simple.
Yep, pitcher to center field and shortstop to pitcher and center fielder to shortstop.
Pretty much just rotated through the middle positions there.
Yep. And so, nice job by Hurd today. 6 solid innings for him. And I
was wondering that too, Mark. We talked about it earlier about the pitch counts. There's no reason for him. He had to leave the game, but it's probably just first game of the year. Let's not extend everybody.
Right. He got 5 hits.
Very good outing by Hurd.
Yeah, 1 walk, and he struck out 10.
Wow. 10 strikeouts is impressive.
Yeah.
You can't ask for much better starts at this high school level.
Not at all. The 2 runs both came in the 3rd inning there.
And with 2 outs. So,
yep.
you know, one thing changes there, and it's easy out in that one, too.
So Winslow's taking his turn on the mound. Austin Croto's up. Low ball 1. Get a Bangor Savings Bank Player of the Game will be named after this one.
I apologize. I may have mixed up the Croto names once or twice between first base and catching today, so I think I have it straight now in my head.
It's all right. We got a whole nother game to get it right.
Yep. This is Austin batting now, number 75.
Yeah, goes over to the Hawks faithful over there on the right side.
I have 2 brothers and a sister, and everybody's constantly calling me by my brother's name, so I think I can excuse myself on that.
Pitch here, outside.
But when your brother has won 3 state championships in his high school career, that happens. Everybody thinks I'm Gary, too, so I forgive them.
Yeah, started winning states after we left, right?
Yeah, they just decided to. Coach Stacy is guilty of that.
Yeah.
1 grade behind us. He decided to save his better games for when I left.
That was...
I hope he watches this later. Nice strike there, Mark. You chased that one.
He chased that one.
But it's been a theme this game. A lot of high strikes there on 2 strikes, challenging the batters, and they're going up in the zone to try to get him.
Now Tristan's up.
Here we go. Here's Tristan.
Solid players here for the Hawks.
Batting 4th and 5th in the lineup together.
Now, no matter what happens in this rest of this game and next game, these 2 teams have a lot to look forward to this season, and both will have solid seasons.
If you didn't know what month it was, you'd almost think this was a playoff game the way it's been played.
Yeah.
Every batter, every runner's been important in this game, and good pitching, a lot of strikes.
I think both are happy for this, even though the Mount View had to make the long trip.
Yeah.
You know, definitely a good early season test. It's vacation week. They're no hurry. They no hurry to get back.
This will be. I'd like to follow Mount View for the season and see how these Southern teams might help them at the end.
Mm-hmm. Plus, they play a very tough Class B school in Maranacook up there too, and they do play MCI. So,
right. Has there been some movement, Mark, in those divisions up there in the eastern northern part of the state where they?
Well, they were in Class B for many years.
Mount View was B?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they moved down to C, and they don't have the Class C opponents. Like all the Class C opponents up there, you know, Dexter Central, they already have their opponents set, so they didn't have any room on their schedule. Yep. That's a tough hop, and he's going to reach first base. That was a tough hop there, and last second, that's a. What you can call that, Rhett?
Boy, we'll have to ask Cassie, our camera person, on that one. That was a very tough play. What do you think, Cassie? Okay. Very tough. She agrees.
Okay, we'll give him a hit.
Doing some fine work on the camera today.
Yes, she is. Thank you for that. Does a lot of work for TV2 here at Sacopee Valley. That's a great program there.
It's a very impressive program. They do all the home basketball games online, and I've known a lot of students that have come through that program, and some doing very successful in media work out there in their fields now.
I get a chance to watch a few of those games. It's very, very well done. Brady Metcalf is now up. He struck out twice, but that was against Noah Hurd. Runner goes. Pitch is grounded in the hole. Another hit and run, and that gets the hit there. As right there, the shortstop went over coverage, just like early in the game. And hole open, base hit, and now Grady Cummins coming up.
Very good call. Very well executed by the Hawks. I mean, he swung at a pitch out of the zone, so it looked like it was really planned to be a hit and run. Shortstop instantly was covering that one with the right-handed batter. Usually the shortstop will hold his position on those, but also sometimes the coach will, depending on the batter, will have the opposite person cover. So I'd like to know what was being called there.
If the Hawks can hold on, maybe we can ask Coach Stacy after the game.
Yep.
They have to win to talk to us, though.
That's true, and Coach Stacy sometimes he's hard to get a hold of. He's not always that willing to talk. That's a joke. He's in fact would love to talk anytime baseball.
Yeah, he would talk even if they lost.
Loves the game. Very dedicated coach. Second year as a Hawks head coach.
Yep. Doing great with this program. They had a good season last year, and I expect more of the same. They were also in the, I think it was Press Herald, they were out of the 10 teams to watch. They were the only Class C team. Fouled off.
And well deserved. I think they surprised some people last year with their young team. They had one major loss for player, who was McGuire Sawyer, who gave a lot of innings on the mound. But as we can see, these new pitchers here, Black's going to take over that ace role pretty easily.
So big hit to get another run. An insurance run would be huge for the Hawks. Cummins is up, and they look back. The runner, Croto, sang it. I mean, Coach Hurd kind of seeing how the Hawks play. He's got to be aware of these runners in motion and stuff.
He's already got a sense of their aggressiveness, doing things on 2 outs where normally you wouldn't take their base.
Runners go,
like
and they both going to take the base. Oh, nice throw! Gets him at third. Beautiful throw there by the catcher.
Look at this. He's going to third. Wow.
And they got a double play. I don't think Coach Stacy likes that call. We will.
We're going to have to look at the scoring on that one, Mark.
Yeah, that was. But they get 2 outs. 2 runners caught stealing on 1 play. You don't see that often here.
At the same base.
And we're going to be back after these messages. 2-1, going to the 7th.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa Checking at Lincoln, Maine Federal Credit Union.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Furrow.
What's he doing though? It looks like he's making changes. No? Must be changes somewhere.
29. 3 for 11. So Durgan for Ritter in right field.
Okay.
Is that it?
I guess
Is
so.
that all you heard?
Back here at Sacopee Valley, just going over change. It looks like it's only right field, Gabe Durgan. Is that right?
Yep.
Gabe Durgan is going to take over in right field for Ritter. So that's the only change for the Hawks there. That was a wild end of the 6th inning there. As, first, Croto was thrown out at third, and then Metcalf was thrown out at third, on one play. So that's Metcalf just didn't stop running, I guess, and he just kept going. And heads up play by Mount View, though, to throw it back, and because
we'll see if Cassie saves that video. That could become viral. There was one of the strangest plays I've ever seen, where it was a good throw by Furrow, the catcher, to third base to get a bang play at third, and then the throw just kind of casually went back to the pitcher like it normally would, and Metcalf saw the opportunity, maybe didn't think anybody was covering, and just tried to take from second. He technically would get a second base stolen, wouldn't he, Mark? At least, and then
he didn't get a second base stolen, but yeah,
because he was there from first to second, right?
Right, but if the running,
you wouldn't give him that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, but there's this video is you always can watch these replays after on YouTube page, Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Yeah, if you don't believe us on that call, watch it yourself. Yeah. It's very interesting. We had 2 caught stealings of a 2-5 and then a 2-5 to 1-5, we believe. It might have been the shortstop cover in the confusion. I just don't remember what happened. It could have been a 1-6.
Yeah, kind of a mess out there. It was a close play on that second play.
It was. Coach Stacy questioned whether he may have reached over the tag with his hand, but most often you'll see those called out. The tag was down. So that momentum there, the aggressiveness from the Hawks sometimes backfires, right, Mark? And give the other team this little swing. We'll see if the Mustangs can take advantage here now. Black's thrown a few. What's he at? 2 or 3 and 2?
Is it 3 and 2?
So maybe another rare three ball count here for Black.
Ball 4, so he might be tiring a little bit.
And with the 1-run lead, walking the lower order, sometimes we'll get the coach warming up some guys.
Let's see what Coach Hurd does here. We want to move that. We're going to be pinch runner. That's number 5.
Dodge.
Bernie Dodge.
Dodge.
Yeah, he was originally on the JV roster.
Okay.
They have a few people missing today for various reasons, and he got called up for this game, and he'll get a chance to run here.
Yeah, we'll see if this is just a pinch running appearance, or perhaps he stays in the game.
They're hoping there's still a game to be played.
That's true, Mark.
It's a top of the 7th inning.
This is a bigger inning than I was thinking. I was still so confused over that last play there in the 6th inning from the Hawks.
Coach Hurd hopefully he hopes he can make that decision.
Threw me off my game completely.
Levi Winslow up. He popped to the pitcher and grounded to second baseman. So he's made contact both times, and let's see if he tries to move over Dodge here.
It's true. Are they playing for the 1 run? Well, they've got the speedier runner out there now with Dodge. He's taking a good lead, but it doesn't seem like he's all that aggressive and thinking to steal yet.
Black just wants to keep pounding the strike zone like he has most of the game. This one's line to right. This is fair. Dodge is going to come around. He's coming to third. Throw into first, and there's going to be runners at the corners here. Big hit there by Winslow.
Sure was. Solid liner down the right field line. The new right fielder made a good play, and recall his name here real quick.
That is Durgan.
Because if he didn't field that cleanly or running in the way he did, there's a chance they send the runner from third base on that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, to continue the play, he made a solid throw to the cutoff man at first base to prevent any sort of action at third. Well, this changes strategy here for the Hawks. Now you have the tying run at third. You have all kinds of things that could happen. You could bring the zero, no outs either, so it's not even you don't think about double plays. You've got to worry about the runner at third base. Coach Stacy's out there. It looks like an appeal here that maybe he didn't step on second base. And they wave it off. Okay. Someone must have seen something. It's always worth a shot.
Maybe they're watching that video.
Ooh.
They go. Yeah.
Does that happen? Cassie's prepared for the replay.
Yeah. So
call the New York offices and see. Or maybe in your case, the Bangor Dexter offices.
Dexter office, yeah. First and third, no outs. This is, Penny up.
Yeah.
He's made contact both times, too. Grounded out to first, grounded out to the pitcher. He grounds out to first again. We're going to have a bang-bang play at home. So
it's interesting the infield's back up the middle, Mark. No, now they come in at the end.
Grounded.
And here it is.
This one
it's
is
not going to be a play home.
Nope, and gets the runner home. Tie game. Good job by Mount View producing the run, and we have a tie game here. Dodge came home to score, so Dodge, the pitch runner, goes from first to third, then he scores on the play. Winslow moves to second, and now Cole Ripley's up, who's also made contact both times.
The middle infield started deep like normal, Mark, and I almost wonder if they saw a sign from the coaches late or too late in the situation. They started running in as the pitch came, but by the time the pitch was thrown, they were still just about halfway in, so there was no chance to make a play at home.
Now we got to look at the and bottom half of the seventh. The bottom of the order is going to be coming up for the Hawks, as now we're going to have to play that bottom half. Right. So we're going to miss strike 2.
So now you're in a situation with the winning or go-ahead run. This is the top of the 7th, of course, at second base.
And you're right. This feels like early to mid-June, not mid-April.
Some good intensity from the benches.
Good coaching there.
Mount View seemed to pick up on the strategy that I mentioned earlier, where they're going high on the 2-strike pitch after they may have swung through 1 or 2 pitches. Changed arm angle on that one, but missed outside.
That's a good job by Coach Hart picking that up.
Yep.
Staying alive there. Good job by Ripley.
Good hitting there, just to get a little piece of contact. That's what it's all about. Something you don't see at the big level, the top levels anymore, where there's that battle with 2 strikes of just trying to stay alive, make them throw more pitches. Some of our fans are over here taking pictures, Mark.
Strike 3, nice pitch there. Huge pitch.
Yeah, it looks like that was just about knee-thigh high on the outside corner. Clutch pitch for Black in that situation. We have a pinch hitter coming in, Mark. Number 13.
It's Ray. Cam Ray.
Cam Ray coming in to hit.
And, another thing to point out here, if Mount View can get this game into extra innings, they most likely will get Black out of the game.
Completely throws off the pinch counts and maybe even into the second game too.
Yeah, right.
Doubleheaders have that extra level of strategy sometimes, right, Mark? Where maybe you don't play it that way, but still does affect the second game rotation, perhaps.
Right, with it 2-2, they're gonna try to use guys they might plan on using in game 2 just to try to get this win.
Yep. Those make for tough decisions, because maybe you'll bring your number 2 guy in, because this could be a more important situation than starting the second game does.
1-1 now, as Ray is first at bat. Porter struck out in both of his plate appearances this afternoon. Black still throwing well.
Still hitting the strike zone. He had the one walk. Was it this inning, right? Or
he had
two total for the game.
Yeah, he had a walk in the 6th and in this inning.
Both
of those runners, Rick, came around to score.
That's what happens. Yeah.
So that's how we end the 7th with a strikeout. He struck out the last 2 batters, and he got around that with leaving runners on, and the game tied here going to the bottom of the 7th. The Hawks have a chance to win it. It's 2-2 going to the bottom of the 7th here at Sacopee Valley. Be back with you after these messages.
New 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
And then 2Ks to finish, wasn't it?
Back here at Sacopee Valley, as is 2-2. Good job by Mount View getting that run home and kind of producing it as Jewett led off with a walk. Dodge ran for him, Winslow single, then Dodge went to third. Penny grounded out. That scored Dodge for the tie and run. Just an impressive way to get the run home. But Black bounced back and struck out the final 2 batters that inning. Nice job by him to do that. Yep. But now the Hawks have a chance. They got the bottom of the lineup up. One guy gets on, then you got Vacchiano and Black up after that. So, big situation here. And
yeah, another impressive inning of manufacturing runs from Mount View. Just the one hit still, right, to score the run.
Yep.
But clutch double there to bring him to third, and then a clutch just getting the ball on the ground in that situation between first and second by Penny to bring the tying run in.
Yep, one hit, and that was the first earned run of the game that Black gave up.
Yep. So, Hurd no longer can be the loser.
Yeah, this one's
well-deserved. Oh, down the
fair ball,
there,
right down the left field line. Cummins gets that hit, and he's going to go right into second with a double. Well, that's the way the Hawks wanted to start off the inning there.
Huge by the bottom of the order, bottom lineup hitting to get. That was just over the bag at third base. No chance for the third baseman. It was solidly hit.
We had a great view of that, and definitely right over the base.
Sure did. So now strategy kicks in too. You want to keep every ball in front of you in the outfield now, so you maybe play a little bit deeper than normal.
He gets back.
They're being very careful. As we see, normally the situation, you wouldn't think of a guy who would run from second base, but the Hawks can do some unorthodox things sometimes and pushes that aggressiveness.
Sure do. Cabaden's up, and the runner at second.
Great spot for a bunt, isn't it, Mark?
It is.
Not squaring.
On deck is would be Durgan as he came in for Ritter.
That's right. Left-handed batter coming in now to face the righty on deck. Some dancing at second base, of course, trying to watch him, keep him close. There was a square for a bunt, Mark.
Foul tip, I think.
Yep.
So 1-1 now.
Still a good count for a bunt. I think it's almost the situation you have to do it.
Yeah, you
so
bottom of the
critical.
lineup, and then you get that runner at third. You only need one thing to happen.
And anything can happen, that's right.
He's running.
He's going.
The throw to third is safe as he's going to stay right there. The ball then
sometimes you shake your head with these Hawks, but they've got a good tradition of doing that. They won a state title recently in the last, what was that, 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
And I remember watching those teams, and I would just shake my head when they did things, but it pays off. You just push the other team constantly.
It forces things, forces mistake. I mean,
so now the bunt's off. You don't need to bunt.
You don't need to bunt. And he's going to bring back in Hurd, I think. I think he's going to bring back in Hurd to pitch.
Okay.
Looks it to me.
Interesting. They do have the lefty, right? The lefty Durgan came in to play right field, and he's a left-handed hitter.
Cabaden's still up.
That's true, but then you have him on deck. And also in the middle of a batter, you have bring another guy in.
Well, I think with the runner at third, I think the only option, they don't want to walk him because you don't want, you got Vacchiano and Black and Kim coming up, you don't want those guys to get up if possible, and you need the strikeout, because any ball in play is going to get the run home probably.
It's true, and Hurd would definitely not be used in the second game, so if he has a few pitches left in him, this is the time to do it.
You look at it this way. I mean, it's still a tough situation, even with Hurd on the mound. But him taking him out early, I kind of gave him the option to at least try this.
That's right. That's right. Some coaches bringing in the infield, probably discussing how to play this. I expect and assume that they would be all on the grass, the infielders. Mark, this situation, when I watch a big league game like the Red Sox, and they have this situation, runner at third with less than 2 outs. I like the idea of bringing in almost a 6th infielder sometimes. You maybe squeeze because
you go out against outfield, the game's over anyway.
Anything to the outfield's gonna be there's some decent speed at third base. They're actually brought in, which is right, but I almost would bring in maybe the center fielder here and throw him in the middle of the infield.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen a few times, and it's always kind of fun to watch when it happens.
Because if he hits it to left field right now, he's going to score.
The infielders are back. I would call time right here if I were a coach. Interesting.
Strike there. I'm not quite. Oh, strike 3. So that's. I was going to say I didn't know what the count was, but
with the pitching change in the middle of the at bat, it was kind of confusing where we were. But a big pitch for Hurd could come in at the middle of the count there. So we still have just a 1-out situation, Mark. Now the infielders are on the grass like they should be. Squares the bunt.
Durgan squares. They call that a ball.
See if they appeal it. He did have but he did bring it back. Shouldn't be a question.
So this is first at bat for Durgan. Big situation for him.
But the outfielders have to think, and it looks like they're set up right, that any fly ball that's over there that they catch, they have to be able to throw to home. From where they are.
Ground to short, the runner's going. Throw to the plate is saved. The Hawks win on a walk-off ground out. The Hawks win 3-2. Good job by Durgan getting the bat on the ball, and the Hawks win. A very nice win for the Hawks here this afternoon.
There wasn't any hesitation by the runner at third, just like you'd expect from the Hawks, as aggressive as we've seen them. I'd hate to see their team lose that game, but that's the kind of play you want to see win this game, though, is a close play at the plate. It was a very close play. The umpire ruled that he just got under the slide. The Hawks celebrate quickly, but they know they have to get ready for the next game. So
yeah,
what a good finish.
And I think we're gonna hopefully get a couple interviews here in between games, and just a great win as again Durgan come off the bench.
True.
You just had to get the bat on the ball
right.
and make things happen, because you get the bat on the ball, so probably good things gonna happen there.
That's true.
And he did. Tough play at home, and he's definitely safe. And credit to Carson Black. I think we both can agree that he's our player of the game in this game, as he's going to be our Bangor Savings Bank player of the game. We're hoping to get a chance to talk to him and coach.
He would probably win that no matter what he did on the mound, but then also at the plate he contributed with 2 hits there and a run scored, one of the 3 runs. So, just what a great finish. Now, we'll flash back to, I think I mentioned early in the game, how Sacopee tends to keep their grass a bit higher than other fields you play on. That one was a slow grounder. Shortstop made a great play. He made a good throw, but the aggressive running from third on contact, there wasn't any question. He was gone. Catcher made a good play, got the tag down. I'd love to see the replay. I think he was safe from first glance, but it was just a very close play.
Yeah, and again, and then you. It's so important these early. Again, these teams both lined up where they can pitch their ace again their next time they go on the field. So it's not, but you want to win. Every time you get your ace on the mound in high school baseball, you want to win. And both teams, and I know. Kind of Coach Stacy was waiting to see who they pitched before he decided who he wanted to pitch. He wanted his ace to go against their ace, and now game 2 is neither team has their ace and going to go at it kind of a different way.
Even though Mount View came up short on that one, these kind of games will pay off later in the year for both teams, right? Those end of game situations where early in April you're kind of saying, hey, come in, come run at the end, but later that's going to remind you this is going to be more automatic when you get to the playoffs, but. Mount View, from what you just said, the importance of winning with your ace, Mount View showed it by bringing her back in to try to get those last 2 outs. He made some good pitches.
Once it was
he
tied,
only threw 2 pitches,
right? Because once it was tied, and he struck out the batter, got the third strike, and then he, got that ground out, ground out. But yes, he put him back in once it got tied and got the runner on third. He had to put in his best guy to try to get the strikeouts, and then because contact, that's what's going to happen. And kudos to again Durgan. Cold, sitting on the bench the whole game, and comes in, made a nice.
Don't forget to play in right field.
Yes, and we'll talk with Coach Stacy about that too, and about the big play that and.
If there were 2 innings player of the game, Durgan might be a contender. He really would. He made a huge play in right field to keep that tying run at third base, and then with just classic baseball, slapping the ball in play with the runner at third base with 1 out.
And not a lot of hits in this game.
No.
But the top of the order for the Hawks, 2 hits from Vacchiano, 2 hits from Black. Really came up big, and and then Austin Croto with a big double there in the 3rd inning. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back here with you. We got another game for you too. But we're going to take a short break and be back with you here for more of the Bangor Savings Bank postgame show here on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. the all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxtrot to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa Checking at Lincoln, Maine Federal Credit Union.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxtrot to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Back here at Sacopee Valley High School as the Hawks get a 3-2 win over Mount View here in the first game of a doubleheader this afternoon. First, I've got Carson Black with me. Carson, great job today. It was kind of the key for you, kind of just getting ahead in the count.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was kind of just trying to throw strikes, let them hit it. We got the best defense in Class C baseball, so I know my infield's going to make the play. Same with my outfield.
Yeah, well, you didn't just do it on the mound; you did it with the bat too. In the third inning, you got a big hit, and you guys were able to get 2 runs when Austin got a big 2-run double. What kind of started that rally?
Mostly just getting into the pitcher's head. I mean, we're loud in the dugout. Pitcher obviously didn't like having runners on base, so we're clapping it up. We're being loud, rowdy, being aggressive on the bases, and it was rattling him.
And then later in the game, you kind of worked around. They got a run, but you kind of worked around a few defensive mistakes. You made throw and error, and there's a couple other mistakes. What did Coach say to you when he came out to the mound?
He was just kind of telling me to just deep breath, just focus on getting the batter, not focusing on the runner. I mean, we had 2 outs, so just get the last out.
This is good competition for early in the season, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. really good competition.
Well, you're a Bangor Savings Bank Player of the Game, so congratulations to you, and that's $10 you can use anywhere.
Oh, thank you.
If you could hand that over to Coach, that'd be great. Hey, Coach.
Hey.
Well, this for an early season game, this kind of seemed like mid-June, not mid-April, huh?
You sure did. You sure did. Man, feels like I should be raising something.
Yeah, so, both, and how good is it to play this good competition early? You got, you got another game here another big one this afternoon, but then you got, a tough schedule coming up. It's good to get these games early in the season, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Last year, our schedule didn't offer a lot of, competition throughout, and so I talked to our athletic director and asked her to the schedule could be a little tougher, and she did a great job lining up a lot of talent so that we can keep up with the points with the Mountain Valley Conference. And what hurt us last year is we didn't see a lot of pitching like that throughout the regular season, so it really hurt us when we got into the playoffs and we faced it. We just weren't ready for it. We hadn't seen it,
and obviously Carson just pounding the strike zone. He kind of threw a lot of pitches near the end, but he was on quite a throughout the game. He was only averaging like under 3 pitches a batter. And how important is that when you got a pitch count rules and everything else?
It's huge. It's huge. After the first inning, I believe he had 19, and then we just talked to him and said, you know what, your stuff's good. Don't try to overpower every batter. We got a great defense. Just throw strikes and be you. Do what you do, and your defense will take care of you. And that's what he did. And he just threw strikes, and it was great. And
that might kind of your mindset when you guys did make a few mistakes. You made those errors, 3 errors in that one inning, but he was able to settle down. Is that those mistakes won't happen often, huh?
No, they won't. That was rare. That was rare. And Carson, he really kept his head and he let those things go and kept his composure and just took each batter as a new out.
Now you put in Durgan for defense there in the 7th inning. He made a big play in the field. That if he didn't stop that ball, that runner might have went home. Yep. And then also that last batter of the game, all you kind of have to do there is make contact, and he did against a very tough left-handed pitcher.
Yes, he's been my regular starting right fielder, and I didn't start him today because of Hurd being a tough lefty. And then when they took Hurd out, I put him back in, and then they. My only other option on the bench was another lefty, so I had him in there, and he swings a good stick, and he stepped up. I was so proud of him. I guess I probably should have started him.
No, but he made the big play when he needed to. He did. On defense and offense. Well, thank you, Coach. I'll let you get some whatever you need to do between games. We'll get you line up here soon and talk to you later.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
All right, and that's Coach Jamie Stacy as the Hawks start off the season 1-0 as they defeat Mount View 3-2. We're going to be back. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back and get you ready for Game 2 shortly. We are back here at Sacopee Valley High School getting ready for game 2 of this doubleheader between the Hawks and the Mustangs. If it's anything like game 1, you're going to be in for a treat. So tune in to this broadcast, tell your friends, and we should be in for a good one. Against 2 quality teams, 2 quality Class C teams, one from the north, one from the south. They proved it the first game. It went the Hawks' way, but both teams showed that why they got high expectations, right?
That's true. This felt like a playoff game a bit. Mark, at the first game of the year, it was quite a fun game to watch. Quick moving game, low pitch counts, and a play at the plate to end the game, which is all you can ask for in a baseball game.
We're watching the Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union pregame show, getting ready. That's Cummins is pitching for the Hawks. That's Grady Cummins. Looks like he's pitching game 2 here for the Hawks. He's actually going to be the leadoff hitter once we get to the bottom half of the first inning. But we're going to go over the Mount View lineup here. First is game starting a little bit sooner than we thought, so we got the lineups for you, but we'll give those to you. Drayden Furrow is catching, leading off. Noah Hurd, the center fielder, batting second. Declan Knowlton, the pitcher, batting. Declan Knowlton, the pitcher, batting third. Calvin Jewett, the cleanup hitter, the third baseman. Levi Winslow, the shortstop, batting fifth. Hunter Penny, the second baseman, batting sixth. Dakota Harriman, the first baseman, batting seventh. Cole Ripley, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Cam Ray, the right fielder, batting ninth for the Mustangs.
Let me try to get the defense here started, Mark, before we get the first pitch. We have, again, Grady Cummings pitching for the Hawks. Catching is Austin Croto. At first base, Carson Black moving over from the mound. Min-Jae Kim playing second base this game. At third base is Tristan Croto. Shortstop, again, Caleb Vacchiano. And Metcalf in left field. That would be Brady Metcalf. Caleb Kabatic in center. And the late innings hero of last game, Gabe Durgan in right field.
First pitch from Cummins is a strike, so we are underway. And
I've always wanted to say this, Mark, in honor of the great Jerry Remy. Buenas noches, amigos.
There you go. This one fly to left. This is caught. Woo. Staggered and caught it. Nice catch out there. 1 out.
Yeah, that was Brady Metcalf moving back well on the ball to left center into the shadows from the pine trees. The breeze still going, maybe even stronger this game a bit than it was before. Very good play to start the game for the Hawks.
Now Noah Hurd's up. He hit one deep to left in the first inning last game. Fouled off, strike one.
Although I don't think you have this in the Spanish option, do you, Mark? On the SAP button?
Actually, I don't know. YouTube has everything.
Oh, okay. That's true.
This one's fly to left. A lot of action out there.
Brady Metcalf is glad to move out to left field from, where was he last game? At third base.
Two batters, 2 balls out there for him. Declan Knowlton going to try to help himself now. He's pitching this game. He's number 3 hitter. Softball game 1. The Hawks won that one too. That was 5-3. Swing on a miss, strike one.
Assume they're also playing 2 games, Mark?
Yep.
2-hour, 15-minute drive, according to Google Maps, from Mount View to Sacopee Valley. On this day off here for schools, Patriots Day.
This one's looped to right. It's going to be a tough play. Durgan! Did he catch it? No, just missed it. But
at no fault of the effort, he went all out head first with the dive, lost his hat. Glasses went flying a bit too, and he just got over the ball. It was a great effort.
I've only seen him play 3 innings, but I really like how he plays.
So far, he's the player of the game in between the 6th, 7th, and the 1st.
Coach Stacy said maybe he should have started him.
But Stacy, as he explained in the interview, is that he was more playing the lefty-lefty matchups and maybe given with a doubleheader, maybe with a single game he might have started and played the whole game.
Yep. So runner at first. Jewett's up now. Swung on a miss. Runner goes. The throw down second is not in time.
So a sense that Mount View might be picking up on the Hawks' Sacopee Valley aggressiveness and getting some runners in scoring position, especially early in this game. That was a good jump, good call. And now we have a runner at second with 2 outs.
So all 3 balls hit by Mount View this inning all got to the outfield. The 2 hard-to-hit ones actually got caught.
I would say they're happy to see Carson over there at first base now instead of on the mound. They're a bit more aggressive swinging earlier in the counts than maybe they were with Carson Black.
The runner goes, the pitch fly down the right field line. It's going to be foul.
But in keeping the theme consistent for the Hawks, Grady Cummings has been around the plate this whole first inning right away.
Yeah.
He's making them, as Coach Stacy explained, strategy is, especially early in the season, let him put the ball in play. It was great as Carson pitched. As we pointed out, the 2 runs that scored were both reached base on a walk. And that's
right.
Baseball hurts a lot. Just missed low. Another stolen base.
Runner stolen there. So Knowlton has 2 stolen bases. Get his workout before he takes the mound here.
Sometimes it's good to get those legs going.
Ooh.
And that's why they put the taller fence at Sacopee Valley along the fan side of the field.
I think Jewett quite knew where that went. He was like taking off to first. Good pass to that. Now Knowlton's going to switch a chance to score. He does. As we mentioned the first game, any ball that gets past the catcher, that's going to be a pass ball that time.
And I was going to mention at the end of the game, we hadn't seen a play get past the catcher the entire first game. You have Austin Croto catching his second game, which is always tough to do. That one just glanced off the top of the mitt and rolled too far back.
So Mount View takes the early lead. Kind of low enough. So kind of heard Coach Hurd talking to his team, said Declan would like to love a few runs before he takes them out. Well, he got 1.
He said a couple, so they're halfway there at least.
That swung on a miss. Strike 3.
Trying to hold up.
So they get 1 and take a 1-0 lead to Mount View. Going to the bottom first with the score 1-0.
New 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Back here with you at Sacopee Valley as Mount View gets on the board first, take a 1-0 lead. So they trying to rebound from that game 1 loss, a tough one, 3-2 to the Hawks. Give you the Hawks lineup here as we go. This is Grady Cummins pitching. He's leading off. Carson Black, the first baseman, batting second. Caleb Vacchiano, the shortstop, batting third. Croto, that's Tristan Croto, batting fourth. He's the cleanup hitter. Third baseman. His brother, Austin Croteau, the catcher, batting 5th. Min Jae Kim, the second baseman, batting 6th. Brady Metcalf, left fielder, batting 7th. Gabe Durgan, the right fielder, batting 8th. And Caleb Kabatin is the center fielder, batting 9th. We got that quick, Rick. We did a good job.
A little rush job there between the games. Quick start on us. I'll get started slowly on the defensive lineup for the Mustangs. We have Declan Knowlton pitching. Behind the plate, again, these catchers are really doing a good work here today. 2 games. Drayden Furrow. First base is, again, Dakota Harriman. Foul ball down the left field line, left third base side. Hunter Penny at second base. Calvin Jewett, correct, Mark?
Calvin Jewett, yeah.
At third base. Levi Winslow at shortstop. Another pitch.
Grounded to third. Oh, it's going to be an error there. So, going to be a base runner here. Cummins reaches base on the error by the third baseman.
In left field for the Mustangs is Cole Ridley. In center field, Noah Hurd. And at right field is Ray.
Cam Ray.
Cam Ray. I should have known that. He came in at the end of the first game. All right.
So now we're back at it. I think we got everything now. Carson Black's up. Grady Cummins at first after he reaches on the error by the third baseman. Again,
apologize to the Mustangs fans for those readings off of 3 different sheets of paper, but I think we got them all.
We got them all. As I said, we got kind of had to get things quick in between games. The runner goes at first, straight up steal, and he makes it easily.
It sure was straight up. Carson Black stepped out like he wasn't even going to think about swinging at it, and let him get second base. So I think Carson wants to be in position for that RBI. I don't blame him.
Great job by Cassie Shea on camera this afternoon. While you're subscribing to Eastern Maine Sports Media, subscribe to them also on TV2 on YouTube. There you go. Have people
a great
subscribing.
local high school production. They do great work here.
That's right.
We've had students that have ended up working for NBC Olympics that have covered the Olympic Games on the media side. And many others that are in the video production and other types of communications work.
A great job. So Carson Black's up. He was a Bangor Savings Bank player of the game in Game 1. Well-deserved there. If he wins in Game 2, he could get a nice meal.
Yeah, these days you might get a large fry or something for the $20.
2 gallons of gas.
Yeah. And maybe make it back and forth to McDonald's here from the valley. I think our nearest McDonald's is maybe 20 miles away. I did some research on Mount View, Mark. We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
I've increased my knowledge of their district.
Good. Do we want to talk about...
I'll give you a quick question, quick guess, Mark. How many towns do you think make up the Mount View School District?
I think our buddy over here to the right would know us.
Nope.
4?
No, not even close. You thought Sacopee Valley had a lot of towns. We have 5. Mount View puts them to shame. Even higher.
Really? And a walk by Black, so runners at first and second with Caleb Vacchiano coming up. So a big threat off.
Both teams threatening in the first inning right away.
How many, Rick?
That'll be 11, Mark.
Whoa, wow. That's a lot.
It's a lot of towns to be consolidated. And we thought we were a small, spread out school.
Yeah.
Here in the valley.
The runners go.
Wow.
The throw to third is not in time.
I tell you, these Hawks, there's just no prediction other than predict that they're going to surprise you.
Yeah, and that's 3 stolen bases. Cummins stole second early. He's still third now. Black stole second. So 3 stolen bases before they even record an out.
Mm-hmm. Now this is a huge situation early in the first with maybe your best hitter at the plate for the Hawks. 2 guys in scoring position. And the Hawks pressuring on the base pass.
Just talking to Coach Stacy this week, I think he thinks he's the best contact hitter. I mean,
that's true, right? And in this situation, that becomes your best hitter, doesn't it? I mean, he hit that solid line drive to left center, the first hit of the last game. That one's fought off to right, but out of play.
That carried. Yep. Way foul, though.
to the corner of the tennis courts here at the Sacopee Valley. We need a name for this field, don't we, Mark?
I'm surprised we don't have one.
Maybe Eastern Maine Sportswood buy the rights?
Maybe, yeah. We'll have to talk about that.
Okay. Bring over
speaking of this
athletic
field,
director Sawyer Miller.
Speaking of this field, it's fouled off his foot. We'll have to talk about a conversation we had with Coach Stacy's dad in between games.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's maybe
very knowledgeable. He's seen a lot of games here.
He has seen a lot of games. I think one play in particular stood out. I'm trying to remember. He's making me guess which one it was.
This one's popped up. It's going to be a play over first base side. Right field coming in.
Let's watch.
Oh, he didn't catch it, so it's a foul ball.
Foul? Did call foul, yes. The runner at third may have actually taken a chance on that, even though it was only maybe 100 feet past first base. Sometimes when that play carries a right fielder, he's flirting with that out of play line. So if he steps out of play after making the catch, the runners would advance.
Missed outside.
Close pitch, though, Mark.
Obviously different with Knowlton pitch and Hurd pitch from the stretch the whole game. Knowlton got right back to the windup as soon as he got a chance.
Good point.
With the runners on second and third.
Oh.
This one's grounded to short. Going to be a play at first. Got the run home, though.
And typical Hawks aggressiveness, taking third base on the throw across the first.
So Vacchiano with the RBI. Cummins scores a run, unearned run, as he reached on the error, did Cummins. I apologize. I'm not doing quite as well with the pitch count this game. We had a lot of things going in the lineup and stuff. So
let's just say it's more than last game, Mark.
Yeah.
That last game we could count on two hands almost the whole game, both teams.
But here's Tristan Croteau, the third baseman. Grounded. This one's in the hole. That's going to be another run for the Hawks. And nice bounce back for them as they give the run in the top half of the first, come right back, score two here in the bottom half of the first.
Those plays are sometimes overlooked. These early play where you put the ball on the ground with runners on third base, just put the ball in play, get the runs in. In the first game, both teams left guys on base in the first inning, and that kind of set the tone for the way the game would be. But here, they're both making plays happen early.
And a lot of that leaving runners on base had to do with Black and Hurd.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
But getting big hits here. Both teams getting the runs home here early. Inside. But it's good for both teams. You're playing different kinds of games. You're going to have to win different ways throughout a season.
It's true. Yeah, every game is different in baseball.
Runner goes. That's going to be, I think you got it. No, you got it under the tag, I guess. Stolen base.
Throw was there is a bit high, so Tristan Croteau was able to slide underneath it.
So one out. Runner in scoring position again.
And the Hawks seems like there's every base runner is going to run.
Yep. This one's grounded to short. It's going to be a tough play. Going to be a close play at first. He got a nice stretch
there. Good play, good stretch by the first baseman. And at the same time, the shortstop Winslow took just a brief second to look back the runner at second base too, which he ended up getting over anyway, which I didn't think he would go. But these Hawks, I'll tell you what, they just take advantage even with two outs.
Yeah, I think he looked him back, but then as soon as he threw it, he took off anyway.
Traditionally you'd say, okay, he's not going anywhere, but on that look back, but they just go. Maybe we should change the names. Maybe they should be the Mustangs because they like to run.
They like to run. They certainly do.
Or fly is, I guess, appropriate enough for a Hawk. But having said that, I noticed Mount View also in the first inning being more aggressive. First pitch, taking off, trying to get the stolen base.
More often than not, it's going to work. You're forcing the team to, make the plays and make the play. I mean, I know in the sixth inning of the last game, it kind of, backfired a little bit at third base, but overall,
you are going to lose those occasionally, right? So you just take your averages.
So that's strike three. So Kim strikes out, and that's how we end the first inning, but not before the Hawks get two and take a 2-1 lead here after the first inning at Sacopee Valley.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at kimballinsuranceagency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Watching me.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks have a 2-1 lead here going into the second inning. As a good bounce back by the Hawks after giving up one in the top half of the first, and they got the two Cummins and Black reach base, and they both scored a run in the bottom of the first.
And the pitcher version of Cummings, I'm sure, is glad to see that inning. Get the game back into what's the score?
2-1.
There we go. You know, some of these productions, Mark, have big screens that tell you all this information. We're just trying to keep it all straight. Even trying to fill out our lineup cards.
Yeah.
After that last-minute surprise.
You know, usually when there's just one game, you don't have to rush like that to get the lineups in. But first pitch is high. High ball 1. Winslow's up, so it's going to be Winslow, Penny, and Harriman up for the Mustangs here in the top of the second inning. Strike there.
Had asked Mark earlier how many towns he thought were in the district, the Mount View School District.
That would have been a good trivia question. I would have got it wrong.
Mark said 4, which is one less than Sacopee Valley's 5. For actually 11 towns in that district. So
that's incredible.
Pull from. I'll give you those if the viewers would care to hear them.
I bet they would, and I bet you.
I'm sure they have nothing better to do.
And I bet you people listening and watching in those towns would like to hear that town mentioned.
Any geography of Maine you can learn is always a good thing. As a
strike 3, yeah.
Well, while they're throwing it around, the towns are Brooks, Freedom, Jackson, Knox, Liberty, Monroe, Montville, Thorndike, Troy, Unity, and Waldo. Try putting those into a song. Remember, we learned the 16 counties of Maine. We should learn the 11 towns of Mount View.
Yeah.
Pitch is up and away. Fastball from Cummings. And batting for the Mustangs is Hunter Penny, number 10. Swung and missed on that one. Outside corner, 0-2.
So Cummins pitching with the lead. This one swung and a miss. Good job there, huh?
Good curveball there. I don't. Maybe this announcer was wrong on the first pitch. I thought it was a called strike. It's actually 1-2.
It's kind of tough with it's umpire the way he does his signs there.
He announces every pitch, doesn't he? Where he announces balls where sometimes you're not expecting to say anything. So it's actually a 1-2 count to Penny.
Popped down second base. Caught there by the second baseman for the Hawks. That is Kim.
We learned between the games from the athletic director, Min Jae Kim's actually an exchange student from South Korea. Technically a junior level here in the schools. And I noticed when he batted, he had that high foot sort of. What do you call that, Mark? When the Koreans and the Japanese you see from a lot of their batters have that high kick at the bat with his left foot. Timing the pitcher, it's sort of a timing thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got a chance to see it reminds me of Suzuki of the Cubs. He kind of he's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch high, 2-0.
The great Otani for the Angels, the batter and the pitcher has that big kick, and he's scary looking batter. He hit some big home runs.
Babe Ruth.
Sort of Babe Ruth had that going back in the day, and it's funny. Seemed to fall off. You see that in the old-time reels. Maybe that's where the Asian area players have picked that up.
2-1 pitch.
David Ortiz had a little bit of a kick like that too.
Yeah,
almost like a timing. It's.
Red Sox lost on Patriots Day today, 8-3. Fouled off. Now they go into it's early season, so nothing's big. But they got home series with Toronto coming up, so that's going to be a team to for the favorites in the American League East.
They were within a game of each other, weren't they, until the loss today?
Yeah, I think they're within a game still. I think they were half game.
It's early, of course, but yeah, the Blue Jays have a scary lineup.
That was inside, I guess. Ball 4. Again, I will say. I mean, we obviously can't tell ball strikes here, but it was much easier to tell what the umpire was calling in Game 1. It was
the first, and the only thing we can do really is watch kind of the coaches and the pitchers' mannerisms. There didn't seem too many questions about the strike zone. There were some grumblings on that pitch, but we can't see where it was.
Cole Ripley's now up for the Mustangs.
So that one was, from this angle, hard to see where it missed. Might have been outside.
So 2 outs, base runner at first. Ripley up, Ray on deck.
Another one just outside.
One of the great ladies from this area just arrived.
Oh, Mrs. Martin.
Mrs. Martin, yeah. Runner at first. Harriman's on first. Ripley is up to the bat. Pitch fouled off. 1-2.
Yep. Legendary baseball mom Bev Martin just showed up. She has 2 sons who have won state titles here at Sacopee Valley, and one who hasn't.
But they still talk about you more, though.
Well, just the one play. There's no pictures in the gym or anything or banners hanging, but there is a spot on that fence where, well, it's not marked, is it?
No.
It should be.
Maybe Gary's watching.
Maybe that's what they did with the old fence. Maybe it's getting painted or they're putting a plaque or a memorial on there.
Says Martin.
Yeah.
2.
The catch.
You can tell definitely the difference in pace for the pitchers in Game 1.
That's for sure. They're more deliberate.
Call that strike 3.
Yeah, on a curveball.
So that ends the top of the second. 2 strikeouts that in for Cummins, 3 in the game. We're going to go to the bottom of the second with the Hawks leading 2-1.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa Checking at Lincoln Maine Federal Credit Union.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxtrot to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Back here at Sacopee Valley High School, as good job by Cummins there, getting a couple strikeouts that inning and working around the base runner as he walked 1, but he struck out 2 in that inning, including Ripley to end the inning. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second here, bottom of the order up. That's Metcalf, Durgan, and Kabadden. Knowlton on the mound.
Cummings did a good job there of following up that first inning and keeping them away from the plate that time.
This one's popped up first base side down the line. Gonna be a tough play. In foul grounds.
Ooh,
caught it. Nice catch there.
Still, this wind's causing trouble. I could see. You could almost see him moving back on the ball, and but he made a great adjustment at the very end. Caught the ball as it was kind of over his shoulder.
Yeah, that was Porter that made that catch.
Yep. Good play.
Now Durgan's up.
The winning RBI of last game.
Well, line to left. This one is going to fall in front of the left field, and he keeps producing. He may not find his seat on the bench to start any game.
Even against lefties, yeah. Good piece of hitting there. First pitch, saw the fastball, went with it, took it to left, on a line. Ridley in left. Had a good charge on it, but it's just one of those that was sinking too fast. He had no chance. So he made the smart play and kept it in front of him.
Pitch is ball. Ball was inside, so
let's see what the Hawks do here. It seems like that kind of situation. You have some speed on the bases and at the plate with Kabating in center field, the center fielder. That was a question. I didn't see him step off there, Mark.
I actually didn't.
Fake the throw to first.
Which would be a balk if he didn't step off,
That's
but
true.
the runner goes.
Coach Stacey didn't challenge.
Stolen base there.
He had a very good jump.
Oh, wait, he walked anyway.
Oh, okay.
Or it hit him. It hit him.
Did it hit him?
I guess
it
hit him.
That was kind of a surprise because the catcher seemed to catch it cleanly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, must have just nicked him on the way through.
Yeah, so now, with the top of the order coming up, Grady Cummins reached in the first inning on an E5, and so with only one out, they got plenty of opportunity here to make things happen, and with Cummins, Black, Vacchiano, the next three hitters.
Yeah, it's a dangerous part of the order for the Hawks here.
Strike.
Yeah, Mount View's hoping for maybe a hard ground ball up the middle, maybe get a couple outs at once would be very good for them here in this situation. You can hear the wind picking up. It's kind of blowing across to left field, not directly to left.
Oh, that's good.
What's that?
I think
maybe there was a timeout first, Mark.
Yeah, I think the dust and the umpire and the batter
umpire's time. Fair enough. Well, the pitcher was caught in one of those awkward situations of being ready to throw. Sometimes they tell you just to go ahead and throw it.
Yeah, not good for the arm, is it?
Yeah. If the catcher's not looking, just throw it high over his head somewhere.
Outside there. So, you're right. Let's see if they try to make things happen here. But you're going to be more careful with this part of the lineup out. You don't want to run into anything with
That's right.
Again,
definitely want to give these guys Vacchiano and Black a chance.
This one's bounced to. Good, nice play by the third baseman. Throws it to Sengit. He's out at Sengit. Nice play there by.
It was a very good play. He was very close to being able to tag the runner who had to run from second to third. He didn't have that play quite, so he went ahead and made the play that he had at second base.
It's Jewett that made that play very nicely.
So sometimes you take the out you can get, and they end up being big outs. However, we do have Black up here now with a runner at third base.
I would expect Cummins to be going here.
Yeah, that's pretty certain the way the Hawks have been running things this game. Well, this day. And once again, Black knows it's coming. He steps out. He says, all right, give me two guys in scoring position again, and we'll see what I can do.
Cummins already has 3 stolen bases. We're in the second inning.
Impressive.
Black, again, got 2 runners in scoring position. He walked his first time. So he's grounded short. Nice play there.
And it's a repeat of last inning, Mark. Oh, that was 2 outs. My apologies. Yeah. So
3 outs now. They left 2 runners on, and after 2, it's 2-1 Hawks.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangalore office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Go and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks have a 2-1 lead, but we kind of talked about it happened in the game 1. It's happened here too. With the Hawks have left three runners on here in the first 2 innings, and kind of a big spot there. And good job by Knowlton to get around it. Got 2 ground outs, 1 on Cummins and 1 on Black. So good job by him.
Black hit that ball solidly to short, but Winslow made a very good play. Was very smooth making that one, and made the big third out to keep the runners on base from scoring.
So
as we mentioned, two teams that are on the rise. They both had appearances in the playoffs last year. Last year, Mount View in the round of 16 beat Sumner 19-0 and went on to play Washington Academy. Mount View was the 3rd seed. They lost to Washington, who was a 6th seed, 8-4. Sacopee Valley won their opening round against Halldale 10-0. I was here for that one. McGuire Sawyer picked a shutout. He pitched very well. He's the senior that's moved on at the University of Maine now. Not playing for University of Maine, but he's there. And then they lost 2-0 to Mount Abram, which I didn't go, but I guess it was a very tight game the whole way through. All pitch game. I think Carson Black actually pitched that game. Our winner from game 1.
And situations like facing Hurd and facing a team like Mount View could help the Hawks in those matchups. This year
Coach Stacy commented on that he wanted to see as much competition earlier than later this year. I remember last year there were some losses earlier. They never got on a good roll, and the schedule was kind of disturbed with the situation we were going through last year. So it wasn't a smooth ride for any team, I imagine, last season. It is nice to see players out here without masks on and just being able to play and have fun.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, nice job by the
staying alive there.
Ray there, number 9 has staying alive and getting an extra pitch here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ray. Furrows on deck. Nice pitch there, strike 3. So good job by Cummins. He already has 4 strikeouts.
Did you say Mount View moved to Class C just this year?
No, last year.
Last year. So I'm looking at their schedule last year. They played some bigger schools.
They still had that same Class B. They still had that same Class B schedule last year.
So a challenging schedule last year for Mount View, and they finished with an 11-8 record, which is impressive.
So they got a couple big wins there to get them to 3 seed.
To get the 3 seed, that's for sure. A win over Lawrence must have been some points. They had a win over Madomic, who's Class B.
Yeah, so they kept their original schedule from the year before last year. And
so now they're seeing a lot more Southern Maine schools. Sacopee Valley, Waynfleet, Trape. NYA was on the schedule, right?
St. Dom's, Old Orchard. This one's up the middle. Nice play by Macchiano to scoop it up, but he's going to be infield hit for Furrow.
Furrow, the catcher, moves down the line well. He's a leadoff hitter, which is rare for a catcher. But he gets down the line well. I'm not sure. Caleb had to go down sort of on a half slide there to make that play. Did well to play it, but I'm not sure he had to play if he had jumped up and thrown it right away.
No, I don't think so. It's good to stop it going to the outfield, but yeah, and definitely infield hit. And let's see if the Mustangs makes things happen on the bases. There he goes. Pitches outside. Throw to second. Nice throw.
Solid throw in 1 hop, but it took a big hop off that the lip on the infield. But Furrow had it stolen all the way, I believe.
Yep. So now the chance here with Hurd and then Knowlton coming up for the Mustangs.
I'd like to see the old pitch out make a comeback, Mark. I used to call those, I remember back in my day.
We don't see those in the major leagues either.
You don't see them. I think it's more important to not give that ball away than it is to let them have the base sometimes.
Yeah, and so a few teams steal that level.
That's true.
Foul ball. You guys watched a little bit of the Braves game last night. They said the Braves don't even have stolen base yet this year.
Wow.
I mean, it's only a week, but
it's a changing game from when we were back when we were in high school and stuff. It was teams like the Royals and the Cardinals who were running teams all the way through. So the first ball has made it to the soccer field today, which usually ends up 10 or 20 a game.
Yeah, runner goes to third. Oh, he's got to get back, though. Fly ball to center. He catches it, 2 outs.
It's a play where it's not allowed, but in the pro levels, you might see the third baseman fake him with a tag. But I learned that the hard way when I was playing in high school. I thought that was a smart play. I tried it once at second base, and I got called for the whatever the call was, obstruction or something. And they sent the guy to third.
You do see that in the big leagues.
Yep.
They also got a lot more people yelling. And
but good coaching. And the bench all yelled at the same time to get back, and Furrow heard that and scurried back just plenty of time.
This one's drilled to right. Durgan has it and ends the inning. Don't hit it near him. He'll catch it. Yep. That's 3 outs. And at the end of the middle of the third is 2-1 Hawks. We'll be back after these messages.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Yeah, he came over to say hi.
Back here at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks have a 2-1 lead, and they got the middle of the lineup coming up, Rick, and they got Caleb Vacchiano, Tristan Croteau, and Austin Croteau. So, trying to make things happen. Again, they've left. They get the lead, but they've left 3 runners on here in the first 2 innings.
That's true, and this can bite you later sometimes. But yeah, both pitchers have somewhat settled down. They've made some big pitches when there have been guys on base here after the first inning. So this could be a turning inning for both teams. I was talking a little bit about Mount View's schedule last year. I just looked a little bit more. They had a good winning streak of 6 games. Before their last playoff loss. And they had a stretch of 10 out of 12 where they won. So they're a solid team playing some good schools last year.
Talking to Coach Hurd a little bit before Game 1, he was saying that, they got a little bit more experience this year.
Yeah.
They're expecting more. They expect more from themselves. Last year was more, with the schedule they had, just try not to get mercied at all, run rule, and they didn't.
They sure didn't.
And they didn't. And they
pulled off some big wins.
They got to the, quarterfinals, and obviously they're hoping to go further than that this year.
Yep.
Vacchiano takes the ball.
On the Sacopee side, they also play some Class B schools. They had Freiburg, Lake Region, and Poland on their schedule last year, with some impressive wins to finish the season on both Lake Region and Poland, 2 Class B schools.
And surprisingly, these teams have a lot of common opponents this year.
It is. It's funny to see. When I looked this morning at that, I was very surprised to see names that we've always played around ever since we've been here in the southern Maine area, to see Mount View on their schedule.
I think this was the long trip. Trape's got to make the trip up to Mount View.
Yep.
This grounded too short. Winslow scoops it up, throws him out. He throws out.
A couple of good shortstops in this game, Mark. Both Winslow and Vacchiano, very smooth going, and they move through the ball too instead of waiting for it, which you have to do as a shortstop. And when you're quick and you quick release, you don't have to throw the ball over there 90 miles an hour. You can just have the timing right and be ahead of the runner.
I see a lot of Class C North games up in Eastern Maine area. Ground ball. This one's to the nice play there by Knowlton. Fires it. Beautiful play.
Do you have any teams to watch in that area, Mark, that you've seen?
Well, I think
so
this
far?
team is Mount View is one to watch. And
anything in the Bangor area schools? It's kind of the ones that you.
Yeah, I mean, there's Wash Academy always. Dexter will have a good program. They always have a coach. Chad Graffam does well there. Mackinac Cook. They got there's some kind of the same teams. Orono's always good.
Yeah, I know Washington stands out as a name. It's always been around the playoffs, and they beat Sacopee Valley actually one year in the state finals. This has been, I would say, 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, that was when they had Gage Feeney.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when
solid pitcher.
Yep, that's when they had Feeney, and he did quite well there.
Yep.
But when you get an ace like that, if you can get him lined up to pitch in the biggest games, but obviously, as you said, it's gotta have more than that.
Yeah.
Ground, nice play again by Winslow.
Yeah, very
just like that. Can't get me much quicker outs than that. 3 up, 3 down, and after 3, it's 2-1 Hawks. Be right back with you here, Eastern Maine Sports.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business. Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Back here with you at Sacopee Valley High School, where the Hawks have a 2-1 lead over the Mustangs. They won Game 1, 3-2 in dramatic fashion on a walk-off grounder. But this one, just as competitive and just as fun, so stay with us. Should be another good ending. Sluggers Training Facility. Sluggers offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Our focus is to bring out the best in your game and expose you to the next level of play. Whether in a clinic or in a private lesson, your slugger will receive valuable instructions for every phase of their game. Get the best training at the lowest cost in the shortest time. Visit Sluggers Baseball and Softball Training Facility at 60 Acme Road in Brewer, or call them at 207-941-2250 for more details. Thank you to them. Thank you to Brandon there at Sluggers, and a great facility there. That helps.
The Sluggers teach any old guys how to hit. I just retired, Mark, officially, 2 years ago from the men's league. I had a good stretch going.
Yeah.
Not too many serious injuries, although that last year I could tell one was right around the corner. It was fun. I played in the Southern Maine League here in the Portland area.
Nice. Played with your brothers, right? Against your brothers?
Both my brothers. One brother on one team against the other brother on the Tigers. And the Tigers also had a player who played for NYA in my final high school game, the catch game, as they also call it.
He was on your team?
He was on the NYA team, played first base and pitched for them. We played against Joel Cretion, basketball player, also.
Okay, yeah.
Remember that name?
Yeah, I do.
That was the famous stall game for Sacopee Valley when we think we shot twice in the first quarter.
Oh, I always thought that was against Falmouth.
I think it was NYA. Because we knew we had no chance against Falmouth. So.
0-2, yeah.
Sorry, viewers, for that diversion.
If we have videos of that game, we could post it on YouTube, our YouTube page.
Yeah,
but
people would watch for maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah. Same.
Coach Stacy from Sacopee Valley was part of that Hawks team in basketball.
I just missed, I guess.
Must have just missed. There were a couple pitches like that for the Mount View pitcher, too, that were somewhat questionable from this angle. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, Mark. I don't want to criticize.
No. This one ripped to the gap in right center. There's going to be extra bases here as Jewett is going to try to get in second.
This could be a close play.
He gets it. The throw was offline. If the throw was online, it might have been close, but nice rip there by Jewett to lead off double. That's the way the Mustangs want to get things started.
That's the ball, it seems like, later in the year when the field's dried out a bit more that might have rolled all the way to the fence. Maybe a threatening for a triple. But no, solidly hit. Opposite field, right center. So good position here with runner at second.
So good opportunity. This is the first leadoff guy the Mustangs have got on in this game. Pitch runner coming out here. 5.
Oh.
That is Dodge. He came in and scored a run the first game.
He did. He pinch ran, didn't he? Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
and he made things happen that first game when he did get on.
Sure did.
Scored. That was in the 7th inning. He scored the tying run.
So we'll see if there's some situation here, Mark. What do you think with
Winslow
faster
up?
pinch runner in? Well, Winslow's a good hitter, so I don't expect much of any bunting or anything. You probably want your good swingers to have a chance for an RBI. And he's definitely swinging aggressively on that first pitch.
He's not gonna.
Didn't get cheated, but he swung just through it. So see if Grady Cummings takes account of that, maybe mixes things up here in the second with an off-speed or a curve.
Dodge scored the tying run the first game. They hope he does again.
And he does. He mixes it up. Curveball in the dirt. Well blocked by Croto. Coach Hurd's reminding them of that ball's in the dirt to be aggressive. Try to get that runner to third.
Runner goes, throw it high. He didn't slide. He's out. I'm not sure. I think it was a missed sign there.
I think so. I think so.
Both.
Even though the play was closer than I expected, he just didn't slide at the end. But it was a good throw. Good reaction by Croto behind the plate. It's actually to his brother at third. Austin to Tristan. Did I get those right?
You did.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hope the Croto family forgives me now.
So I don't know if they were kind of upset because he didn't slide or because they missed the sign.
Missed the sign, yeah.
This one's ripped to right. Durgan comes in.
He's fun to watch. He made that one.
He made that catch.
That was impressive.
Wow, that will be on the highlight later.
Do you have a play of the game instead of just
Yeah,
a player of the game? I'm going to have to think about that one.
try to remember when this was. So
definitely if he had made that first inning catch on the same situation where he just missed one.
Yeah, that was quite a play right there. And
dude, he gets a good, I mean, because we have a good angle watching him in right field. He gets a good jump on the ball, and he doesn't stop. He's aggressive, and he dove at that one. That's one of those, if he had missed it, though, but, you know, you give him credit for being aggressive.
Yeah, he's definitely fun to watch. As I said, we haven't seen him play much because he didn't play until the end of the first inning
last game. But he made defensive play of the game, perhaps, for the Hawks.
Yeah. Another nice play. No.
Down the line,
actually. I thought he grabbed it.
Got through. Just got through. Down the first base line. And
that was kind of John Sterling. That was kind of like John Sterling right there.
Called the miss home run. Yeah. Although, I like you better than anybody associated with the Yankees.
Right.
Caleb Black just had that one go under his glove down the first base line. However, Durkin quickly got it over to the right field line and could prevent him from having a double.
Dakota Harriman's up. He walked his first time up. Swung on him.
Left-hander. Not sure if that was a called strike or on the swing, Mark. I think a called strike. He checked his swing. Not sure that he went through.
So they're hitting the ball hard this inning.
Yeah.
That's a strike, I think. Yep, 0-2. Because the double by Jewett was hit hard. The line out to right was hit hard, and the ball down the first base line
This could definitely be a different inning. With that was a big out at third base.
Definitely
and
was.
Here we see the ending of it with a called strike.
So they get 2 hits that inning, but they don't get a run, and they leave one on. And after 3.5 is 2-1 Hawks. Be back with you after these messages.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Back here at Sacopee Valley High School, where the Hawks have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Is good job by Cummins on the mound there. He got hit hard there. They hitting the ball harder now, but he was able to get around it. Good pitching by him. And now we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ball 1. So they got Kim, Metcalf, and Durgan coming up. Be 1-1.
High on that one. This is the first of 3 scheduled doubleheaders for Sacopee Valley this year. Depending on rainouts and others, there could be another one thrown in the mix, but he was on his way to first base, wasn't he, Mark?
Yeah.
Was that called strike?
It's a 3-0.
Yeah. Maybe trying to buy a call, which never works for you. That one's up.
It's a ball 4 there.
Sacopee goes to Richmond on Saturday for 2 games. They're always a tough Class D school to play against. That'll be a good test also for Sacopee. And then other teams they play this year, Trape Academy, St. Dom's, Old Orchard, Lake Region, Maranacook.
Foul ball, strike 1.
Waynfleet NYA combined team. Freiburg Academy, our local rival here, just up the road. And that covers it. They finish up with 3 games on the road with the Southern Maine Class C team, St. Dom's, Trape, and Waynfleet.
Metcalf up, Kim at first. Bottom of the 4th inning.
Going.
The runner goes. Throw down in second.
Head first slide by
Kim,
right? Yeah.
So they have 5 stolen bases already this game, and Cummins has 3 of them from the leadoff spot.
Wow. Typical Hawks baseball lately.
So another runner in scoring position. The Hawks have had the chances, and they've got 2 runs so far. They've had a chance for more.
This is where I expect Coach Stacey to put some plays on, maybe with that runner a second, middle to lower part of the order. Or if we could predict the unpredictable, maybe he'll just have him steal third anyway.
Yeah.
It seems to work so far. Quick peek of Mount View's schedule coming up. There's a scheduled doubleheader that Mark's not sure about for next week against Trape Academy. Some strange schools on the schedule for you Mount View fans this year. Trape's all the way down in Kittery, Maine, as far as you can go that way. St. Dom's out of the Auburn-Lewiston area. Also Waynfleet, St. Dom's again. Maybe more familiar, Oceanside, Maranacook, MCI. And then Old Orchard Beach for a doubleheader.
Is that at Old
late
Orchard
in May?
Beach?
Yeah.
Running going, we fouled off.
Which can be a cold game there sometimes, depending on the weather, which way it's coming off the ocean.
They play at the ballpark?
They do try to play at the ballpark when they can. I bet on this Saturday, 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock game, that they would probably play there. And if you haven't seen that at Mount View, it's they've really done a great job of getting that thing back to the way it used to be.
Thought Kim was going to go that time. He hesitated.
Yep. They had a college league team playing this summer. I'm not sure if they still do at Old Orchard. The one that also plays in the Sanford ballpark there.
Sanford, Maine?
Yes, and Old Orchard had a team for at least a couple of years.
Right, goes. Oh, line to center. Hurd goes back.
He was running, though.
Oh, nice catch by Hurd.
This could be double play.
He's out at second and double play.
Close play at second.
That was a good catch by Hurd and good, really very close play at second.
Kim was running on the pitch. He didn't quite pick up that it was lined out to center field in time. He almost was at third base before he had to go backwards. Still was a close play. Ended up being a throw into the shortstop, who had to turn around quickly, throw to second for the 4th out. Oops.
Now Durgan's up. He made a lot of things happen. He singled in the first. He made a great catch. He made a nice play in the first game. Got the game winner RBI the first game.
These teams seem to copy each other. We had the sort of base running error with Mount View earlier, just last inning, right? And then this inning, the Hawks were running into an out on a double play situation.
Yeah, we said before the game 1, that these teams are pretty similar
They do the same things.
And really nothing's changed our mind. You know, no matter how this game ends.
Right. Mostly solid fielding teams. Strong up the middle, which is any baseball team has to be, right? Their center fielder, shortstop, and the catcher seem to be very solid for both teams.
Pitch to Durgan. He swings, grounds it down first base line. It's going to go foul.
Durgan had that solid line drive to left base hit last time.
Nice crowd here, but you're right. Not a big crowd past the right field like they used to be.
Nope. You just see several trucks lined up there on the right field side, heckling from the outfield.
Swung on a miss, and that's 3 outs. And after the 4th, it is 2-1 Hawks here, as we're going to get to the late innings here at Sacopee Valley.
New 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
residential, commercial, or land. We do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Well, so far.
Back here with you at Sacopee Valley. Two good games here. As the first game, Sacopee won 3-2. Very competitive. I'm going to say more of a pigeon duel, but this one's only 2-1, so it's not like they're, But something both coaches kind of said before is, they want to get more out of the hitting, and both are going to still say that after, no matter how this ends. They're going to still be saying that after this.
Yes, there've been some good swings, some good hits. They just not seem to be in line, except for those rare rallies that they've had. So it's been tough to break through.
Yeah, and both will be kind of looking at that as something to work on here going forward.
Definitely. How to take advantage of every situation. There's been some left on base here. There's been a couple of base running mistakes this last inning. And, teams against this, if they're not canceling each other out, then they're going to cost you.
Mm-hmm. I think we both had the opinion that both these teams are going to win plenty of games, and you get these wins. It's going to, at the long run, it's going to give you a lot of heel points because the opposing team's going to win some.
And what's interesting is this year, if they do end up getting matched up later by chance, that they'll have a good matchup of the teams they played this year to see how they. Well, they already know how they match up from each other, but still, as the season progresses, how they do against certain teams that are common opponents.
Of course, if they meet again, that means it would be the last game.
Yeah, I know, which would be amazing. Yeah. Well, but maybe they stay friendly. They can help each other out with scouting reports in their respective playoffs.
Again, the only team that Mount View plays in Class C North is MCI. That's
just fun. Yeah, that's interesting. Kind of a unique twist.
And MCI is new to Class C also.
Oh, okay. That's Pittsfield, right, Mark?
Yep. Very close to Mount View.
Yep. Okay.
Very close to where I am.
I always had Mount View confused with Mount Abram, which was always a Western Maine school that we did play against in the playoffs occasionally.
Hi, pop. Ooh, nice catch. It wasn't. It thought it was going to be easy catch at first, but it wasn't, and caught by Black.
Looked like Black had it lined up all the way. Then at the very last minute, again, I think that's swirling wind up higher. Everybody seems to take those last few steps back today, Mark, where it surprises them.
Yes, we're not feeling the wind that much. I mean, occasionally we get a gust.
But if you look at the flagpoles out there across the street here in center field, they're whipping. That's solid. So it might be one of those higher winds that swirls around. No fly balls seem to be easy today. No. The line drives have been some great catches, but once it's been up in the air, there have been a challenge.
That first game, we saw a nice catch at shortstop. That was an easy.
He kind of did the same thing Black just did, where he at the very last second had that little stab for it and adjusted. So the players are doing what they can at the last moment and making the plays.
Ray takes blow.
Cam Ray came in the game late in the first game, correct?
Yep, he did.
Then we started the second game in right field.
So I'm going to miss.
However,
he gets by. Good recovery there.
And Black smartly at first base. Something, if there's any younger brothers or sisters, softball players, anybody watching, is he gave them a target on the foul side of first base for the catcher there.
Very nice.
So he's learned that from some good coach, probably Coach Stacy, who also was a first baseman.
And a pitcher, just
like
Black.
Yes, just like his protege, Carson Black.
We give Cummins a lot of credit. I mean, we coming in, with, they're not pitching the aces, but he's pitching like an ace right now.
And the fastball there looked like the most velocity he's had. So he's getting stronger as the game goes on. Another good strong pitch there.
Certainly is.
He does have that. He's similar to Black. He's got the good fastball. He's around the plate, and then he mixes in that sort of a half slider, half curve type. It's not a big breaking curve, but it's.
Vacchiano's going to take it. There's going to be close play at first.
Smooth play.
Nice.
Good play by Vacchiano.
3 up, 3 down there. Good inning for Cummins. After 4.5, it's 2-1 Hawks here at Sacopee Valley. Be back with you after this message.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Back here with you at Sacopee Valley High School, where the Hawks have a 2-1 lead. It's been two similar games. The one-run game, the first one, with the Hawks winning at the bottom of the 7th. And this game hasn't been any different, Rick. It's been just a close battle. Everything we expected, really, because we thought just by the report we got from both coaches that they're similar. Just, the roster, both have strong pitching, they said, and both need to work on the hitting. And, everything's come true.
It's very true. For the first inning, we thought maybe this game might stretch out a little bit longer than the first one did, but both teams have settled in, both pitchers especially, and have kept pounding the strike zone just like the first game. And teams that do that are going to be in every game they play in.
Rick, I've known you forever, but you went to college with somebody that's a broadcaster, didn't you?
He's a local legend in his own mind, but no, he's Jeff Dooley's been doing radio for the New Britain Rockcats and now called the Hartford Yard Goats for 25 years and visits Portland Sea Dogs twice a year at least. I just saw him last week. He was doing a game in Manchester with the Fisher Cats, New Hampshire Fisher Cats, and he's doing very well. He's supposed to be listening today, and I told him I'm threatening his job, so we'll see if any of his Rockies organization people are listening in. They might offer me a job up at the big level after hearing this
they're
great
probably
performance
tracking
today.
Down your number today.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure they're probably sending scouts out already. Might be a long drive back to Portland as they chase me down.
Yeah. Next time they come to Portland, they might be making sure you're there and kick Dooley right off.
Yep. Well, he's had a good run.
He's had a good run. Caban's up for the Hawks here on the bottom of the 5th. So 9-1-2 is due up.
Anytime your number 9 hitter can get on base, make something happen, it's a huge boost for the team with your top of the order coming up. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, laid down a bump. Foul.
Smart play. I think he had the right idea. He got just the right amount, but it just squirted off foul to the left.
Except it was on strike
it was strike 2. Yeah. So maybe I'll take some of that back. It was still a good
idea, but I mean, if
2 strikes, it's risky though.
So that goes in the book as a strikeout. Number 3 there for Knowlton.
That's right. It does count as a strikeout. That's correct.
He's walked 2, strikeout 3. On the other end, Cummins has been very impressive for Sacopee Valley.
Here he is at the plate.
So he's reached on an error, and then he grounded fielder's choice. So he hasn't got a hit, but he's stolen 3 bases.
And scored a run in the first.
Yeah, scored a run in the first. So.
And there's a solid. That's almost not an error.
Yeah, no, he's got a hit now. He might have a double.
We'll see. This will be close if he does.
That speed's going to take him to second. He is in there. Nice hustle there by Grady Cummins, getting the 1-out double.
That was a solid line drive down the left field line. I think it actually might have hit the glove slightly by the third baseman.
It might have.
If it didn't, it was very close. Just over his head, but not much time to react. That was a solid line drive shot down the left field line.
So that's only the 3rd hit of the game for the Hawks.
Yeah.
And
there only been 2 right for Mount View? 2 to 3?
Yeah, they have them down for 4.
So at the end of this game, we're going to be looking at maybe
there's another hit, though.
10 or less games total for this day.
You're going to stay right.
Bobble left field, taking advantage.
Ooh, he missed the cutoff man, though, so the runner's going to go to the second.
There was a slight misplay in left. Cummings had rounded third and sort of let up. If he had kept momentum going, I believe he would have scored easily.
Yeah, I'm going to actually, for Black in the second, give him an error there.
Either for the throw or the bobble, right? Yeah, you could.
So Coach Hurd's going to the mound. Going to have a conversation, see if that's the day on the mound for Knowlton.
Right. Pitch count is relatively low. He hasn't had to extend himself too much, except for that first inning when he threw, I would probably guess 30 to 40 pitches. That was 6 batters he faced.
You got Vacchiano, then the Croteau brothers up after that.
You do have to think of this with the solid part of the lineup coming up. And then Black after that even too, right?
Oh, Black just got a hit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
of
no,
course.
Kim's Kim's after that. No, Black's got reached base twice in this game.
Here, yeah.
He reached twice in the first game. Got the win the first game.
I was confused because they're both standing at third base talking to each other, so I didn't see him on the base pass.
This is true.
All right, now he gets back where he should. So
Yeah,
now
no,
I can focus in more on the
Black
situation.
So Cummins at third, Black's at second, Vacchiano's up to the plate.
Okay.
Even though they got Croteau up after, I wouldn't be surprised if they're very careful here.
Agreed. And even just to have that force play in play. The runners, the fielders are in, Mark. They're really trying to knock this run down.
Yeah,
Bottom of the fifth here.
We're in the bottom of the fifth, so it's definitely
and,
late
and,
innings.
And they know from the first game and this game, too, their runs are tough to come by.
Inside. 2-0. I think it is a situation where he is being careful. He's not going to give him anything good, but they got tough hitters coming up after, though. With Tristan Croteau and then Austin Croteau.
He's working him high, and maybe to Vacchiano's advantage, if he gets a high pitch, he can easily lift it for a fly ball and bring that run in. But you're right, nothing's been close in this at bat so far, Mark. Except for that one down the middle.
That one's down the middle. It's 3-0 pitch, and
so he's not going to give in to him. We can see there.
This one's ripped.
Oh boy.
The deep left. This goes all the way to the fence.
And over
the fence. A 2-run double. 2-run double for Vacchiano. They did give him something to hit, and what he do? He hit it. He hit it deep to left field. Ground rule double, 4-1.
Somewhere probably to the 320 mark. One hop over the fence, even on this wetter grass early in the season. He hit that solid.
So 3 straight hits, and that's going to be the day on the mound for Knowlton. They're going to be a pitching change. We'll get you who's on the mound. We're going to come back after these messages on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Back here with Sacopee Valley High School, where Caleb Vacchiano just drilled a big 2-run double to give the Hawks a 4-1 lead, and big hit, wasn't it, Rick?
It was. We just finished talking about the struggle of these teams trying to string some hits together, and the Hawks, as we spoke about it, just put 3 together. Not much question on any of them, really.
Winslow, he pitched a little bit the first game, and now he's back here for game 2, so almost like he's his go-to relief pitcher, it seems like.
That's right, maybe that middle to closer type role. Yep.
So Knowlton did a decent job.
Yeah.
Again, he struggled. This inning was, kind of struggled a little bit. He was getting a little tired, but overall he did pretty good. I'll give you his numbers as we go here. But coming up here for the Hawks is Tristan Croteau.
He does have one more runner to count for at second base still, so we'll see what happens with Vacchiano at second. But you're right. He pitched very well today, except for those last 3 hits.
So he, again, he got 1 run that's still on base, so he's given up 4 runs so far. One of those were unearned.
That's right.
And he gave 5 hits and walked 2 and struck out 3 in 4 1/3 innings. And Winslow coming in trying to pick him up.
Pretty solid outing for the first game of the year on a cooler, breezy 50-degree day here.
Yeah. I don't know if we would have done the game if it was weather like yesterday, Rick.
No, I told you at 50 degrees or higher, Mark, I wasn't coming out.
Yeah. I don't think I would have either.
No.
Looped into left. It's going to be a tough play. That's dropped into left field, and the runner was caught between second and third. Didn't know what was happening.
Faciano ran maybe 200 plus feet on that one. He did what he was supposed to. It was a soft blooper sort of to left.
Yeah, you want to make sure you don't get doubled off. That's already happened
He
once.
was running on the play. Coach yelled at him. He ran back like a little shuffle race, and then once he knew, he was safely at third.
So this is 4 straight hits for the Hawks.
That's
They got Cummins had a double, then Black had a single, Vacchiano had a double. Now Tristan Croteau had a single. Now Austin Croteau up.
And the automatic steal at going to second. He sort of trotted down there, almost asking for a throw.
They wanted to throw.
Not a bad strategy with a runner at third. Oh, so the back-to-back Croteau team here.
Okay. We could try something else post game this time, Rick. We can have you do the interviews.
Oh boy, I haven't prepared much.
Well, none of us do. We got to see what's going on in the game.
That's true. That's true. Oh, heads up, fouling back.
So Austin Croteau is 0 for 2. He's ground out to short both times. So got top of the order, the Hawks. Talk more after this pitch, but they've really produced. The top of the order has in this game.
I think so. Coach Stacy's hoping for this year. That's his strength. Some speed and some good contact hitters at that top of the lineup.
Strike 3 call there, but Grady Cummins has 2 runs scored. Got a double this inning. He's got 3 stolen bases. Carson Black has reached twice with a hit and a walk, 2 runs scored. Vacchiano has 3 RBIs and 2 this inning and a double. And Tristan Croteau has 2 hits and a RBI. So the 1 through 4 has really produced for the Hawks.
See if Kim can join the party here. He's had some good swings, nothing to show for it yet, if I recall these 2 games as far as a hit goes. But he has been on base.
Yeah, he walked his last time.
Right.
Strike.
I think he called that high. So again, it's hard to tell what the ump's calling here at home.
Yeah, so you're right. He hasn't got a hit, but he's walked in each game, so he's got on base.
There we go. There's a good solid foul down the line. Taking over the play-by-play from Mr. Cameron for a minute there.
Yeah, great job there.
Excited.
Great job there by Rick. You got to do that sometimes. You're going to take over the Rockies AA team.
That's true. Got to show him capable of both roles.
Kim is up with 2 runners on base. Again, they don't want to leave these runners on, though, even though they get the 4-1 lead.
Good block by the catcher. Backhanded, saved the run. We haven't seen him let one by in the 2 games, have we?
No, he's good. He's
only been 1 wild pitch this whole game, and I think there'll be technically a pass ball.
Yeah.
But for catching 2 games, that's pretty impressive, both sides.
So Kim walked again, so he's walked 3 times in the 2 games. Again, we talked about it a little bit up the middle. They're both strong. Both teams are strong at catcher. Both teams are strong at shortstop. Center field. When Hurd's out there from Mount View, he can go chase him with the best of them. You can tell that. And now Brady Metcalf has a chance with the bases loaded here. He's the one who smacked it to center when Hurd chased it down last time.
That's right. Big swing by Metcalf on that one.
He wanted to hit it over Hurd's head this time.
He was asking for the pine trees.
So he's hit it to the outfield both times. The first time and the second, and he flied out to right.
I mentioned the natural features of his field before with the stone wall on left. They used to have the pine trees had much bigger branches that hung over the field, so there were some interesting calls for the umpires on plays out there.
Foul love, yeah.
I know Coach Stacy took advantage of that high, overhanging pine tree on a few occasions for a couple home runs.
Yeah, they did cut those back.
Yeah, they did. Changed this field a lot.
So the bases are loaded. 8th hitter to hit this inning. So 2 have come home, 2 have made outs, and 3 are on base.
Well, this is a big situation here with 2 outs for sure, with the bases loaded. To keep the game within somewhat of, still definitely in reach.
Strike 3. So the Hawks left the bases loaded there as They get 2 runs, but they would have liked a lot more when they get 4 straight hits like that. But they get 2. They take a 4-1 lead here after 5 at Sacopee Valley. Be back with you after these messages.
New 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Back here with you at Sacopee Valley as we're heading to the 6th inning, getting late innings, and Hawks have the 3-run lead, and big to get the 2 runs there, but also left the bases loaded. So Mount View can kind of take some stock in that, where they were able to not make it any worse, and kept it 4-1, and now they got to scratch and claw some runs off a pitcher that's doing a really good job in Cummins.
Yep. But as we just saw with Knowlton there, kind of reached the end, so we'll see if Cummins can hang on here into the 6th inning. But Mark's right, that could have turned quickly. Base loaded, 3-run game could easily become a 5-run game with a swing of the bat. So good job by Levi Winslow for getting out of that jam and the relief role.
Very good job, yeah.
And they're starting with a good part of their order here with Noah Hurd, the speedy lefty.
Loop to left center. Vacchiano go back. Can't make it. Nice hit there by Hurd. Nice effort by Vacchiano. Leadoff single here for the Mustangs.
Well placed just between the shortstop and the left fielder. No chance for either one of them.
So that's the 5th hit of the game for the Mustangs. First in this game for Hurd.
That's a key hit for the Mustangs to keep that momentum going after getting out of that jam. We'll see if they stay aggressive on the bases, even down by 3. This is where sometimes you might not run, but these teams have proved me wrong every time.
Yeah, down 4-1, sometimes you're less likely.
Take the run.
But that might be the way they figure they're going to produce runs, too.
I can be convinced if that's the way they play, they shouldn't change the way they play depending on the score, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Tried to hold up there, but he did go around.
Okay. You're going to be living around this area. You're going to get a chance to see these Hawks a little bit more, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to show up a little bit more and maybe yell from the stands at the coach.
Can't do that today, huh?
No, I'm trying to be. I wouldn't have much to say. Yeah. I do appreciate their style. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, they definitely kind of force things to happen, and at this level, you're gonna it's gonna work more often than it's not.
It's almost like that basketball team that keeps the full court press on the whole game, even though you probably shouldn't in different situations. But if it's your style, that's what you should go with.
Boscoff girls team did that this year.
Did they?
They did the basketball team. Yeah, they 32 minutes of hectic.
Yep.
Runner goes
off his foot.
Foul.
My high school coach, Coach Campbell, would always say, anytime you hit a ball in the dirt just in front of the plate, always pretend to hit your foot and jump around. That one definitely did hit his foot, but just it reminded me of that. Coach Campbell was a 2-time state championship winner here at Sacopee Valley back in the 90s.
And definitely a great coach, and
sure was.
I remember something about him, just how much he was against the strikeout and how much the game has changed, nowadays. I'm not saying this level has as much, but even goes
Hurd?
to second.
Yep.
Hurd takes off.
He's going to stay in it for a while. I think he's a quick runner, but we'll see if he can wear him down.
Yeah.
And there's the final
He's out. Yeah.
So Hurd tried to get a good jump. I think he maybe
a little bit too aggressive there.
Yeah, envisioned him going to the plate, but he hadn't moved yet. And someone yelled, which is the right thing to do. And the pitcher, instead of doing anything at all, the first thing he did was step off the mound, which is exactly what you're taught to do. He made the perfect play in that situation. It is hard as a pitcher because you're hearing many things. But for all of you pitchers starting out, step off the mound, first thing you do. And that's what he did. And they caught him in the rundown after a few throws.
Back to Coach Campbell. Yeah, I just remember that. I mean, I wasn't any good at baseball, so I didn't play. I wish I had a tennis team, but it was something I remember from.
He's called it a sin, right, to strike out with anybody, any situation on third base.
Yeah, and speaking of strikeout, there's sung it out of the inning. It doesn't, just how much the game has changed. Even back then in the major leagues, it wasn't a good thing, and now it's okay.
In the majors now, they just gamble. They'd rather swing for the home run, but. These levels is fun to watch because there's more strategy, and you can see that in these teams here. Yeah, just trying to put the ball in play. Big swing there.
And Cummins isn't making that easy.
No, he's that was a good pitch down. It might have looked good coming out of his hand, but it was in a good spot.
He's got 7 strikeouts.
What do you know about the Mount View history, Mark? I don't know much about their baseball history. Do you?
Not as much as I should.
Yeah. Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
I was going to say Sacopee has a decent tradition here. They have 4 state championships in their history in just over 40 years of a school, and they're strike 3 for the end of the inning.
Great job by Cummins. Struck out 2 more of that inning, and after 5.5, the Hawks have the 4-1 lead. Be back with you after these messages.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Back here with you at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks have a 4-1 lead. Between innings, we were talking about Grady Cummins, and this is what you need to do. I mean, he's got 8 strikeouts, and again, he it was all Carson Belloc the first game, and it was great performance. But he's really matching him this game with the way he's pitched.
You can say you have a quiet day at the plate sometimes, and you look up and they have 3 hits. I would say the same about Cummins. He's had a quiet day on the mound where those 8 strikeouts surprised me when I heard it, but he's been around. He's made him chase some pitches. That last one, he made him chasing outside on a tough call, and here he is still. Maybe to come out for the 7th, we'll see.
Yeah, and here in the bottom of the 6th, the Hawks will try to, generate more insurance runs. They got 8-9-1. And Gabe Durgan will lead things off. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Hawks trying to start the season 2-0. Foul, strike 1.
Again, and if you're Mount View, I mean, let's assume this goes that way, but we won't assume that yet. But either way, you can't take this as a negative. These games, they've been right in the games. Easily could have flipped either way that first one.
I think the only, just talking to Coach Hurd before the game, the only kind of negative is that, what he was saying was this may be one of the bigger heel point, contest, and
true.
That's I mean, it is an open tournament this year, but you still want to be up in the stands.
And looking at these doubleheaders on the schedule, that changes things because if you have a good day, bad day in the heel points, you either gain them all in one day or you lose them all.
Right, and so that's. I mean, he knows Sacopee's going to be a good team and get a lot of wins. So that's in that aspect, But again, it is an open tournament. If you can keep improving as the season goes on, you could go in as a 7-8 seed and still have some success.
Yep.
Strike 3 there.
As the Celtics kind of proved this year, it's not how your midway or your early season goes. They went from being struggling in the middle to being the best team in the second half. And have they played any playoff games yet? Anything good happen at the end of the game yet?
Yeah, I heard about something.
Oh, yeah. If any viewers know about that, maybe you could let us know.
Nope. Bunted down the third base line. Gets off. Winslow has it. Throws it out at first.
With a head first dive into first. Not the way you teach it normally, but aggressive.
You always try to run through the base.
Yeah. Winslow sure looked like a shortstop on that play, didn't he? He just kind of calmly went after it, made the play, didn't rush the throw, stepped toward first like they teach you, and made a great throw over to first. Made it look easy.
He has been Speaking of Grady Cummins, who's up now, after this game to the Bangor Savings Bank play of the game, we'll give a $10 gift card to they can use anywhere they would like.
His name must be on the ballot.
Yeah, I would say so. He's
got at the plate and on the mound.
He's scored 2 runs and got a double and stuff.
But
so 2 up, 2 down. So again, the Hawks like to generate some more runs here and give some padding here for himself.
That's true. He can help himself by getting on base and getting a rally started.
Up in the top of the 7th is Winslow, Penny, and Harriman. So 5, 6, 7.
Okay. That 3-run number seems to be kind of a magic number in baseball, where you want to keep in range of. Just seems a lot easier than 4, doesn't it?
Yeah. A lot easier getting a tie and run up.
This inning's kind of important to keep it within range.
Again, more about Cummins. We talked about his good day on the mound quite a bit, and running all over the bases. Scoring 2 runs, stealing 3 bases. First game, he batted down the order 6th in that game. He also stole a base and had a double in that game. Right. And he rips this one down the left field line. That is fair. Foul.
Wow.
Just foul. Down the left field line.
We'll get Cass's opinion on that one. What do you think, Cass? Foul ball? Oh, Cass just the hometown cameraman here, though. But I agree with her. Maybe, possibly. No. I thought I saw some chalk, but it must have been close.
I think Coach Stacey would have been very close.
I agree. 7th phone. I'm sure the umpire had a very good look at it, and so did Coach Stacey. Yeah. But it must have been close.
Yeah. First look, I thought it was fair.
Yeah.
And that one, you're definitely going to get an argument from the coach at third.
Either way, yeah. And their bench has a good look, too. So,
so 3-2. Good at bat here by Cummins.
Yeah.
High ball, great at bat. And
good job laying off that high pitch. Looks like the second softball game is over, or the scoreboard's down. One or the other.
No, the coach is standing right here beside us.
So all right.
I think it was 6-3. Yeah, we were up 3-2, and they had a big game. They're good. They're going to be good.
So the Hawks swept the softball doubleheader, 5-3 and 6-3. 5-4, Coach Savage, Mount View softball coach. Make sure that make sure we get that correct.
He's going at first.
Cummins going. What a surprise there! He gets another stolen base. 4 stolen bases this game for Cummins.
Didn't see that one coming from Cummins.
No, and again, that's a big run. I mean, 4-1, it seems comfortable lead, but you get that extra.
Never want to sit on that lead. That's for sure. Every run counts.
So 5 stolen bases in doubleheader. So it'll be something to talk to Coach Stacey about, and him, Grady, if he's a player, if he ends up playing the game.
Yeah.
Too early to call that, but we'll see. This one's ripped down the left field line. That one's fair. There's that run.
Foul on that one also.
Whoa. I think that one Coach Stacey might argue about.
Boy, you and John Sterling. No, I agree with you. From first look, I was going to call it a fair ball, but I happened to hear the umpire yelling, so. 2 solid hits, just missed down the left field line in this inning.
I'm going to blame Coach Stacey on that one because I saw him waving him around. Yeah. I don't know if I want to be compared to Sterling. I mean, he did have a long career and stuff, but I think it's over.
Yeah. I don't think he had a good career.
That's not going to be a stolen base. That's going to be a wild pitch.
Probably a wild pitch. That was in the dirt, which I think is, of our count, the first wild pitch for the Mustangs today, or pass ball.
Yep.
So, very good job today by Furrow behind the plate.
Now Black has a chance to get home a run here as Cummins is standing at third base.
So with 2 out, so we'll take a base hit to get him in. Oh, there's a deep fly. To left center. It's
this
going
one's
back.
way deep.
It's
gone.
There are those pine trees we talked about.
Home run, deep shot there by Carson Black. He's really capped off a heck of a day.
Yeah.
2-run homer there. 6-1. There's the insurance that the Hawks needed.
There wasn't much question once that one got up in the breeze. It was a high lofting home run. Went halfway up on the pine tree in the left center.
That was definitely a shot there. That
This is a short ballpark, and players like him love to play here.
So that's going to be the day for Winslow on the mound.
Yeah, I'm sure the Hawks are glad to have those 2 runs.
Yeah, because they definitely, as you said, it's a lot different.
Yep.
Being up by 3.
Yep.
We'll keep it here, and usually at this point we talk about what's coming up, but we don't have a schedule coming up. But probably early May we'll have more games on Eastern Maine Sports Media. We don't have a schedule out, but we'll have 4 to 6 games in May, and some early playoff games also, and baseball and softball around the area.
It's been fun, Mark. Thanks for inviting me out.
No, you did a great job, and again, maybe if it keeps going this way, you can interview Grady Cummins and Coach Jamie Stacy after the game, right?
Yeah.
Because I imagine, Mr. Dooley does that, so you're gonna have to get used to doing that.
He does do that.
You're gonna have to get used to interviewing some,
I'd probably have the interns though. I'd probably hire somebody to work for me on those tough situations.
So 6-1.
Yeah.
If you look at the box score, look at who scored all 6 runs. The number 1 and 2 hitter.
Yeah.
That's solid. Solid production from 1 through 4 in the lineup. Really, I mean, because going forward, I'm sure Coach Stacy's going to look at that and as like any coach, you're going to got to take some negatives to work on it, no matter the result. And
right.
either the bottom or the order kind of might need to step up. I will, even though Durgan struck out twice.
Yep.
I really like how the way he swings the bat.
He stopped the ball to left. Looks like he can handle the bat.
And Kim in the number 6 spot walked twice. He walked once in the first game, so he definitely you can tell he swings a good bat too.
Yeah,
so
and up and down the lineup, they all have speed. Nobody's afraid to run.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the typical lineup is for Coach Stacy. Moving Cummings from 6, you said in the first game, to leadoff has seemed to really spur things on a little bit. He's gotten some things going in innings. So
and then he moved
4
Vacchiano
stolen bases and 3-run score.
And he moved Vacchiano to 1 to 3, and he's had 3 RBIs.
Maybe where he belongs, right?
Yep, right.
Well, from this game, it looks like it.
Because he's the producer,
he's always going to make contact, hit balls on the line. So. There's plenty of options though for them. It looks like people are interchangeable. They have similar type guys that can do different things, so that gives the coach some good options.
A fun day, a beautiful day weather-wise.
It is a very nice day. Hardly any clouds here.
Been watching the weather for this day for with this long travel. I need to make sure that
So let's see if Mark can name the 5 towns that are in the Sacopee Valley School.
Oh,
District.
I can.
Okay.
I can. The Sacopee Valley District, I can. Yeah. You got Hiram.
Yeah.
You got Baldwin.
Which is where we are. And the school's actually in Hiram, South Hiram. Okay.
But we got Baldwin.
Yep.
You got Cornish.
Yep.
Parsonsville.
Yep.
Porter.
You win the
that one's
chicken
easy.
dinner.
I lived here for a few years. Long time ago. But
live action. Here we go. Oh,
popped up.
First pitch by the reliever. Ooh. And a good play by looks like the second baseman coming across onto the left side of the field to end the inning.
So that's the 3 outs, and that's the end of the 6th. We're going to come back for the 7th as the Hawks have a 6-1 lead here in Hiram.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
back here at Sacopee Valley, where the Hawks have the 6-1 lead. The fans are distracted. They're talking to my color commentator about his catch.
Getting a little rowdy. It's hard to drive through these towns now, Mark, these days. It really is. Yeah, even 40 or whatever it was, 25 years later. 30 years, wasn't it? Oh, my God.
You think
30 years later.
You think your brothers would be more talked about winning the state championships, but
well,
no.
I think they are, actually, but I just keep the legend going. Yeah. I don't let them have their glory. Good job. Was the Harriman that came in to relieve there? Just the one pitch to get the pop up to get him out of that.
So 6-1, and Cummins trying to finish off. He's retired the last 7 batters he's faced and done excellent. As I said, we haven't really talked enough about him, I don't think, on the mound. I mean, he's done the job on plate too, scoring 3 runs, but can't overlook this performance.
I was wondering if he'd come back out with that long inning, but he's on a streak, like you said, 7 in a row, retired. So let's keep him going and see if he can close it out.
And then after this game, we'll announce the Bangor Savings Bank Player of the Game, and we'll have try to have a post-game interview again. And as the Hawks are looking to move to 2-0, they got to get 3 more outs.
Oh, it's fouled back out of play.
No, it got pushed back 7 days. They got a bunch of kids in Florida on vacation. Yeah. All right. Baseball only this coming Saturday. Oh, there is baseball Saturday? Baseball only at Mount View, the 23rd, 1 and 3 p.m.
Okay, thank you. Pitch is strike 3 there. Another strikeout from Cummins. That's number 9. That's 3 in a row for Cummins.
So no letdown after that long inning break for Cummins.
Get some clarification on that schedule that you had.
They are going to
the Trape's coming there.
That's right. Save the drive. They don't want to drive down here.
The softball team isn't. And
okay.
They push
right.
back.
So baseball only at Mount View next week against Trape.
Saturday.
Another doubleheader.
Yep.
Okay.
So again, Cummins got 9 strikeouts.
I'm not sure what to expect from these other teams in the South this year. Trape, Waynefleet, Old Orchard. Old Orchard usually has a good program. They play over, like we talked about earlier, the nice ballpark, and they have a good coach. Trape, we never know. They're up and down in baseball.
Swing and a miss. It seems like he's throwing better as the game goes on.
We talked about it was like the 4th, 5th inning, right, where it looked like he was throwing harder than he was in the 1st and 2nd. And even now, I think he's just as strong or stronger than he was to start the game.
This one's grounded. Second. Nice play there. Thrown out. 2 outs. Yep. Nice play by Kim.
Yep.
So that's 9 straight. The last bat of the reach was Penny, who had a single in the 4th, and he just grounded out. So now Dakota Harriman, who came in to pitch that last batter and pitched 1 pitch and got out of that inning.
You know, if we were maybe 100, 200 feet away, we couldn't tell the difference between Black and Cummings the way they pitched. The similar arm angles, similar pace of pitching, and about the same size. So.
Yeah. And that's something that, Coach Stacy's got to love. As we mentioned, you're going to need one pitcher, more than one pitcher, to get through a playoff run.
For sure.
And they have more than one pitcher.
Yeah.
And we mentioned he has more than this, too.
Yeah, we were counting maybe 3 to 4 more solid arms that they can go out and give you innings.
Which, to be honest, not many have in Class C.
That's true.
Not. And so that's a big plus for that.
Yeah. The schedule seems to be pretty well spaced out, although in April and May in Maine, things get complicated quickly with rainouts and weather problems. So, but once you get down to those last two weeks, if you're making up games on those last week and then the playoffs come up, pitchers are so important in playoff baseball.
But Saturday, for example, when they go to Richmond, he can pitch who he wants again.
That's true. It's like a clean slate for the Hawks. They'll have a good solid
4
days rest.
But if he wants to pitch Black and Cummins again, he can.
And he might just do that.
Was grounded to short. Vacchiano's going to try to scoop it up and end it. He throws it at first, and he does. And the Hawks win this one and sweep the doubleheader. They win this one 6-1. Great job there by Grady Cummins. He finishes with 9 strikeouts. He retired the last 10 batters of the game, and I think that's a unanimous play of the game, don't you?
It's hard to take it away from him. Even just at the plate, you might have to give it to him. Forget about his pitching.
Yep. So we're going to take a short break. We're going to try to get some post-game interviews and wrap this up from Sacopee Valley.
2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Drive one today and get a $750 cash rebate, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The all-new Outlander at Coldbrook Mitsubishi. Get Thunderstruck.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Am I on? Oh, I'm on here live. Grady Cummings, thanks for coming over. So, great game both on the mound and at the plate. I think we counted 5 stolen bases on the base pass. You had a double, 3 runs scored. I think we were talking maybe even without pitching, you might have been the player of the game today just on those stats alone. How long have you known you're going to pitch today?
I planned on pitching the whole game because I'm a solid pitcher and typically I go long into games and I don't worry about striking kids out. I let them hit and I let my defense do the work. You
don't worry about it, but we counted 9 strikeouts for the game, so that was impressive work. You kept them off balance. What was your approach today with pitching? Did you have any plan going into today?
Just throw strikes.
Just throw strikes. I like that approach. How about when you pitch? Are you more into the game at the plate? Does that help you out to focus a little bit more?
Typically no, but today I just went up there and I just drove and hopefully got a base hit.
Yep. You started out, the first game was some work for you, right? There was the run scored in the first inning. It looked like could have led to some more, but then you finished up with a solid strikeout. Did you change your approach there, or was it just get through that inning and keep going?
I just tried to keep them off balance and do my job.
Well, great. That was a great game, and you were the player of the game, and you get a $10 gift card to Bangor Savings. Thank you.
Thank
you. You can use it anywhere, but the sponsor is Bangor Savings. So thanks. Great job today. And we'll hand it over to Coach Stacy. Coach Stacy, another win today. Start out with a doubleheader. Does today change your mind or give you any more ideas about your team going to the season?
Not really. I know the potential of this team is high. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of there's a lot of good that we can do. We're well rounded. We have tremendous pitching depth. Mm-hmm. We play great defense, and our hitting wasn't there, but it's getting there. That second game, we said it. Even the L's were hit hard.
It's true.
So I like what I saw today, and the 2 guys that were on the mound they're battlers, and they pitched to contact, but they're also strikeout pitchers. They got the stuff to. So I knew that the pitch counts would be down. So
So we saw 2 pitchers today. What else are you looking at? How big is your staff going to be this year?
I have probably another 4 guys that I have confidence that I could throw out there.
That's great.
Yeah.
This announcer today might have criticized you on a couple of your base running plays, but you get the theme of it. You guys are just aggressive, really, no matter what situation. It's not a 1-out, 2-out kind of thing.
Yeah.
You just seem to put pressure on. Is that going to be a season-long sort of attitude?
It is. It's a joke. I tell those guys that I'm going to get you thrown out and we're going to look stupid, but you know what? I'm not changing my approach. Last year we had 129 stolen bases on the season. That's
wow.
And
I think you're on a good pace here. We haven't counted the final numbers, but it's
the way I play, and I'm not going to change that. And sometimes I get them thrown out, but
So you kind of said it. You're willing to take those out sometimes because they're going to happen, but I mean you're going to pay off more often than not, right?
Yeah. I just got to let the kids when they do get out. I have to I got to convince them that let that be my fault. Wait, let me give you the go. Sometimes they get they I think my aggressiveness feeds, they feed off that, and sometimes they take off on their own, and they just gotta calm down a little bit.
So you got a doubleheader next week at Richmond. Sometimes an unknown team in these parts, right? But they're a good, solid Class D. Do you have any expectations for next week?
No, I know they finished 1 in D last year. They're always in contention. They're a tough team. They usually dominate Class D. These two games were huge. They're going to give us some points. Same with next week. 2 more, games where there's going to be a lot of points they had to be had. And I really like the schedule because, we have to have, those 2 guys have to have 4 days rest. Saturday's 5 days away, so if they're healthy, they'll be going again. So,
well, congratulations, Coach, and best of luck. It's a great opening day.
Thank you.
All right.
Back here with you to wrap things up from Sacopee Valley. Good job with those interviews, Rick. And
without any preparation, you put on the spot like that.
And the Hawks win it 6-1. They won the first game 3-2. Kind of just a final thoughts, Rick. That's kind of the way you want to start the season if you're Sacopee Valley. But again, let's look at it from Mount View's point. They start off 0-2. But that's good competition, and that's Sacopee's going to be one of the top teams in C, one of the top 3-4 at least, and that's good competition. They can use things and move forward.
They're new to playing in this region, so now they're kind of getting a good idea for what to expect. Sacopee, I would say, might be the best of those teams that they're going to play in the Class C level down here. I'm not going to go out, stand out on that one, but so they know what to deal with, and it's going to be a battle for them. But they're going to battle every team they play. There's no question.
Yeah, they got some good athletes, led by Noah Hurd, we could tell his electric stuff in Game 1, and he's kind of electric out there in center field too. But he's a good athlete. But back on the Sacopee side, you couldn't ask for anything more to start the season 2-0 against a quality team. As Coach Stacy said, it's going to give them a lot of points going forward. He knows Mount View will win a lot of games, and that's going to give them a lot of points.
And their top 2 pitchers have gained confidence today, knowing that they're going to battle a tough team and come out ahead. So strategy, like Coach is just, or like Grady Cummings just said, is throw strikes, right? Trust our team, and that's it. That's always a great approach for any pitcher.
Yeah, and as Coach Stacy said, their next games, if those 2 pitchers are ready, he's gonna throw them out there against a tough Richmond team, and they're looking to start the season even stronger. But great start for them. Great performance Game 1 for Carson Black. Grady Cummings great in Game 2, and Black capped it off with a 2-run shot to finish off the scoring. So good job with the Hawks. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Rick. Thank you to Cass, and she did a great job with the camera. And I'm glad to come down and do this. So sign off for now, Eastern Maine Sports, and until next time, follow us on easternmainsports.com or Eastern Maine Sports Media.